2, 1.
Hi!
Oh wait, I'm used to looking at here, but I'm looking at there tonight.
You're right there. That's Matt.
Hello, everybody.
He's just looking at his computer.
It's like, what is going on?
I'm being very impersonal.
Well, welcome to a different Tuesday night. So we're taking a break from Madness. We had a few people out tonight, so instead of just like not playing, we have Annalise.
I'm not Matt Stevens, as you maybe can tell.
And Matt Stevens is a player tonight.
I know!
I actually get to play. It's
And we're
been
so
long since I got to
excited.
The
play.
tables have turned.
And we have
Literally the tables have
And
turned.
I have things.
Oh my god.
I have
that was like a
problems
thunderclap.
Okay, the mic's on. And we have Thomas, who usually plays Davidge over
That's
here.
me.
Gonna play something super different.
Yes, I'm the exact opposite.
I'm also playing something super opposite of Nova. And then we have a guest. You may be wondering, who is this person over here? This is Taylor. Woo! So Taylor is joining OSGS. She's going to be our resident artist. So you're going to see her work very soon on our Twitch.
I'm
Our
excited.
characters are going to be drawn out. We're going to do some worlds, maybe a little fan art. So yeah, look out for her work very soon. We're all excited. Quick updates. We have, I don't know if you guys know this or not, because we didn't know about this. We do birthday parties.
What?
What?
We do birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, whatever you're gonna have to sing for.
A fucking bar mitzvah.
Bachelor parties.
Reception.
Hey, bachelor parties could be a lot of fun.
Oh,
it was-
hey, if you got a wedding coming up, give us a call.
Invite strippers. We'll play D&D with
We will
strippers.
play D&D with strippers.
We will do it all. So we're,
You ever play strip D&D?
we're not going to send Thomas on that one. Thomas is staying in town for that one.
Oh man.
But yeah, we're DMing. Matt and Chris are going out with Vicky, and they're going to be DMing a 16 birthday party this Sunday. So you can hire us for that. We do fun stuff. We also do pop-ups, so if there's anywhere you guys would like to see us pop up, email us, let us know, because we would like to visit your town and bring Dungeons and Dragons to you.
Do it poppin'.
Check out our website, onestopguildshop.com, for all of updates, videos that you may need to catch up on from our YouTube. Link to the Facebook and the Instagram is also in there. Our cool, awesome merch is up there.
Such as
lanyards and pins.
Look
pins.
at the
Look at it.
lanyards
Look at
and
it.
pins.
Look at it. It's so
beautiful.
pretty.
It's so pretty.
Along with dice boxes, dice shields, clipboards, t-shirts, more coming, bath bombs are coming. So all kinds of fun, interesting things are happening.
Hey, if you sell freelance merch, does that make you a mercenary?
Stop it.
That
That will not be tolerated at this table.
Listen, I'm not there to do it.
I know.
Also, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. First of all, the Ritz Theater here in beautiful downtown Winter Haven, which we broadcast every week from, and we also run Monday night game nights out of here. Doors open at 6:30. Games start at 7. We have not only Hit It and Quit It D&D, but we also have a whole bunch of board games. Some of which haven't even been touched yet because people really want to come and play D&D.
That's
great.
fine with us.
We also have Slim Jims.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know what's over at the
We
snack
actually do
table.
have Slim Jims.
we usually don't get over the snack table, so we don't know.
And also, you may notice him missing tonight. Normally, we're joined by Kyle Deuce from the
From
Happy
Johnny
Hour
and the
podcast
Deuce!
with Johnny and Deuce. They are great friends of the show and really awesome guys, and they do an amazing podcast. Go out and follow them on Facebook, Happy Hour Podcast. There are a lot of other places. I'm sorry, guys, I can't remember because I'm blanking right now.
They also have Instagram.
Instagram, SoundCloud.
Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher,
All of the things.
They can be found anywhere.
Yes.
anywhere. And you might, if you search, I think it's only like 3 or 4 weeks back, we did a talk back of how we felt about season 8 of Game of Thrones.
That's episode 370.
Thank you. And
That's a lot of
371.
episodes.
Yeah.
Super
371 is us.
Yeah.
So you hear me and Matt and Chris and Vicky talk about One Stop and how we came up with the idea and all the future plans and all the fun stuff we have.
And they just dropped a new one talking about the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge expansions at both Disney parks. So it's really interesting. Give it a listen.
They're super fun.
Yeah.
And a little spoilery thing I was hearing Deuce talk about, he's going to do some talking about some new comic books pretty soon, so that's gonna be fun. Just go through like all the like latest and greatest like series that are going out. I'm a real big fan of War of the Realms. That just ended.
Are you?
Yeah, War of the Realms.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Thanks for pretending to be interested.
Things you learn.
Yeah, it just ended.
I
It's
love
issue 6. It's
you.
only a 6-issue run. Pick it up. Doombrowski's.
Yeah, check
Oh,
them out.
yeah, those
Happy Hour podcast with Johnny and Deuce. We love them. You should too.
Yeah. The shenanigans of last week with his birthday hat were.
Yeah.
You got to go to their Facebook page to see this birthday
Oh
hat
my
that
gosh,
Chris
it
made for
is.
Deuce.
It's
It
like
is the
It's insane.
It's
It's good.
Ridinklage Morgoon.
That's on their Facebook page, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on there,
Yeah.
and it's on ours. So One Stop posted the video that he took. So wishing him a happy birthday at the end of our stream. So you can check it out on our Facebook as well. But as you said, come play with us on Monday nights. We do all this. We do fun stuff on Mondays. I did hear, I can neither confirm nor deny. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to confirm. So we're going to do a Smash Brothers thing on the big screen.
Big screen.
Like-
we're talking like movie theater
Yeah.
size screen
Yeah.
here.
It is going to be fantastic. That's going to come at the end of the summer. We're doing a big back to school end of summer bash here. So we're going to have that set up. We're also going to be introducing a new game. A new game?
A new game. What?
A new
What?
game.
You
A
guys,
new.
you guys are listening, aren't you?
What?
Final Fantasy TCG! What's up, Guild Shop? Very shortly. I can finally announce it. Me and my husband have been working on this for a little bit. So we can finally announce it that he is going to be like a table captain and is going to teach anybody the fun world of Final Fantasy trading card game.
I've heard good things.
I also would encourage all of you to come down because I really would like this out of my living room. If you guys all want to come down and play it, I would really appreciate it. So we have all kinds of fun stuff coming, like.
And Taylor, do you want to tell people how they can get in contact with
Yes.
you and see all of your beautiful artwork?
It's gorgeous.
So I don't have a lot of extensions, but I do have an email if you want personal commissions or anything, and it is taylorhines25@icloud.com. And I have an Instagram if you want to see pictures of it, and it's @mckinley.creates. So
And we'll make a post tomorrow listing all your information so you guys can all see where to find her artwork. Matt and I worked with her when we were doing another podcast.
Yeah, she's done some amazing things. And
And
that
Very
drawing you
excited.
did is now 300 years out of date.
so we have to update it a little bit.
Because, this new campaign is 300 years in the future.
fantastic.
That you did before.
I'm so happy.
Also, because we're gonna be dark next Monday, we're gonna take a little R&R. I've been forced to do that by somebody,
I know. Check that.
Mama and Elise. So we're gonna go dark for next Monday, so don't miss us too much. We won't be here, but happy 4th of July for you who celebrate
America.
America.
Marca.
We're gonna celebrate America.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna go see Spider-Man.
That's a good
That's
way.
American.
Yeah.
That's American.
I'm gonna
I saw
drink
this
beer
thing. You
and
know how
light
they had
myself
the
on
Santa
fire.
Claus?
That's the
you
most
leave
important thing to do.
cookies out
Uh-huh.
for Santa Claus. It said you should leave out milk and cookies for Captain America on the midnight.
I mean,
Yeah.
if America's ass is coming to my town,
Yeah, you better do it.
I mean,
That is America's.
So,
ass.
Annalise-
That was my favorite song.
Annalise has a great one-shot planned for us
Hopefully
tonight,
not
so
gonna
you
work.
guys can see us. We're gonna do some major role playing
Oh.
and give her hell that
this
she.
is the first day that we have seen these.
Yeah,
We've only
I
had
don't
these in our
know.
hands for about 30 minutes now.
So I don't
Yeah,
even
that's
know. So
So-
we'll tell you
And
when
I've
we
had
are.
30 minutes to roll my story dice.
Are you ready?
And let's
Are
do
you,
this.
are
I'm
you guys
excited.
ready?
All
You
the
ready?
healers are for weaklings.
Healers!
Let's see what happens.
What's new, right?
Alright, you guys ready?
Let's do this.
Yes,
All
right.
I are.
So, first I'm going to tell you a little about the world you're in. So you are in the land of hats and fashion. It is a bustling city that is renowned for being at the height of fashion, only hiring the best seamstresses, the best craftsmen in anything that goes on the body. And you have all reached the height of the land of hats and fashion society, where you have graduated from different branches that you're in, and you're now at the choosing of the hat ceremony. This is where you are taken to the castle and you are given the right to go through a special magical process where you are given a hat based on your personality that gives you certain magical assistance. But after you are given these hats, you are tasked with a mission. And if you pass this mission, you are accepted into the highest ranks of nobility. But if you fail, we'll see what happens. So, you have all gathered at the castle ready for your choosing ceremony. There is a long red carpet, nice marble pillars lined. There are guards situated, each in very fancy colors. You can tell they are fashionable and yet ready for battle. And at the very front,
Fashionable and functional, I like
fashionable but functional. It may look, there's sequins on their armor, but you can tell that it's made of the toughest materials. And so before...
Sequin chainmail, I love it.
Listen, they're the height of fashion for a
Hey,
reason.
If I could have some sequin chainmail, I would.
Wouldn't you?
I mean,
Wouldn't you?
Somebody make it happen.
Yes,
I want
someone.
sequin chainmail on my desk next week.
Next week. Fan art right there. Alright, so
Damage.
you're all nervous and anxious, waiting for the moment where you go before the great mirror that will read your soul and give you a hat of your choosing. And the first person up is Mr. Matt. Would you like to say your name and describe your character?
Yes. My name is Sawyer. It's I'm a small red-skinned tiefling. I have 2 small horns that kind of protrude right here and just kind of come around. I'm a little worried about my hat because I hope I can get one that kind of fits either in between my horns or just kind of over, because I've been stressing about this for weeks. And he also carries with him everywhere a little deck of cards that tells him exactly what he needs to do next.
Oh shit. That's an actual deck of tarot cards, alright.
Alright, next, Thomas, would you like to describe your character? And
Yeah, my name's Pooyeg. That's it.
That's it? Alright, so we have Sawyer and Pooyeg. Alright, and Taylor, would you like to describe your character?
I am Caracas. That's it.
Oh.
Caracas, alrighty.
To be determined.
To be determined. And Arya.
Oh my god, so I'm Topanga?
Where's Corey? Topanga? And the boy meets world!
This is gonna be
I
great.
just killed the whole dude.
That's not on your sheet.
There we go,
I changed it. So I'm a little rock gnome. I'm like 3 feet tall, and I'm really nervous because hats never fit me because I'm so tiny. But I hope this goes different. That's all you need to know.
Super serious.
So in front, instead of what would be a traditional throne, there is a gigantic gilded mirror, and there are 2 guards standing at the side, and 1 little flickering fairy. And the fairy buzzes up to you, Topanga, and motions you forward, and you know that this is the moment you've been waiting for years, the choosing of the hat ceremony.
Gryffindor!
I knew it.
We are in no way associated with that trademark.
No, not at all. Completely different. So you walk forward. The fairy whispers to you, "Are you
Slither
ready,
out.
my darling?"
I'm ready.
Very well. Please stand on the X and look into the mirror.
Okay.
And
X on
the
my
mirror looks like a regular old mirror. It's just glass. It's very ornate around the frame. And as you stand upon a little X that's marked on the ground, you step forward, you stand, and the mirror, starting from the very tip, starts to swirl and make little swirls in the glass until it shines a huge bright light that covers you, and the 3 of you that are standing around, you can't see her anymore. It's so bright, she's just a mask.
Put
And
on
then
sunglasses.
slowly, the brightness fades away, and in the mirror, you see floating.
Oh my god, she has
Does
problems.
she have actual fucking hats?
You
Oh
see
my
a little hat floating in the mirror.
Annalise's magical bag strikes
What
again.
do you do?
I want to like try to grab it.
So you reach forward, and the mirror almost becomes liquid. So you reach forward into it, and you pull out a beret.
Oh my god.
So this beret gives you advantage on seduction rolls. But whenever you do a seduction or which it'll be persuasion
Don't get
roll,
some
you'll get
chicken nuggets
advantage on.
tonight.
Whenever you do it, you have to do it in a French accent.
Fantastic!
Next,
Je veux l'amour le soir.
it is Caracas.
Kirikos.
Caracas. The little fairy comes up to you, Topanga,
It's so
and
Aubrey.
she says, "Oh, a very interesting choice. You must have something special about you. Yes, you must see me more than you appear." And she beckons for you to step back, and then the little fairy flies up to you, Caracas.
Kirikos. Emphasis on the R's. Cos.
Cas.
Yeah.
Cas.
Puyeg just pulls one of those.
Sorry, it's just kind of twitching in the corner, drawing cards.
I'm touching my hat.
Kirikash, she comes up to you. Please step forward on the X.
I would be glad to.
The same thing happens that you are basked in light, and where the same mirror, there is a hat floating.
IKEA!
What is happening to this dream? Yay!
What do you do?
I am so honored.
IKEA.
I want to pull it out with vigor.
All right, so you rip the hat.
Oh, whoa.
It comes flying across at you. You grab it, you place it on your head, and that hat gives you the special ability that you're very handy. You can build things very well, so you have advantage on sleight of hand checks.
Incredible.
The little fairy goes up to you. Ooh, you must be a very good builder. That will come in handy if you have to put any things together.
Thanks.
And she motions you to the side. Then she comes up to Pooga?
Puyeg.
Pooyeg.
Puyeg.
Poo, you'll have some interesting names, that's for sure.
Puyeg.
Pooyeg, would you please step forward on the X, sir?
Yeah, I can do that.
Good luck!
Alright. I want to turn to one of the guards really quick and just be like, could be a little more function, a little less form. Step on the step.
Alright, so the same thing happens to you. There's a flash of light in the mirror and floats a
Oh,
hat.
That's perfect.
I prefer a little wider brim, but that works for me.
Oh, sorry. And that one will give you advantage on animal handling and nature checks.
Alright.
You must have a affinity for animals.
I grew up in a really dangerous part of the world.
Oh, did you? What area was that? Was that the fanny pack section?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, dearie. Not the Crocs and Socks alleyway.
There are a lot of right bad Sheilas down there.
Oh, my goodness.
Crocs and socks. Oh,
Oh, that is a very bad
Wrestled with quite a few crocs in my day.
next to sandals and socks.
I bet. Oh, bless you, child. That hat will help you in that part of the place. Thank you for your service.
I think you're up. I think you're up.
You all have such great hats. I hope mine's good too.
Do you need like some coffee or something?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Like maybe like
I'm good.
She comes and goes,
cigarette?
Dearie, are you ready to be yours?
Yes. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're good.
You got it.
There aren't even words on the cards. I don't know.
Okay, please step forward, sir.
Okay.
So the same thing, there's a burst of light, and whenever it dissipates, you see floating in the mirror.
It's so pretty. It's so. Okay. And I slowly, carefully reach out.
And as it comes through the mirror, there's a burst of light, but not from the mirror, from the crown itself. All of the gems surrounding it flash of light, and then the light disappears.
Oh, you got such a cool hat.
It's so pretty. It's around my horns.
It's a little gaudy for my taste, but
It's not for you.
And the fairy looks at you up and down, examines you, and kind of comes close and says, "There was something very special about you for that to have chosen you.
Oh, really?
Yes, very, very rare.
It's so pretty.
And that will give you guidance for your journey."
I like it.
Oh, guidance.
This is good.
Alright, so you've all been given, this is the fairy, so she says, gets your attention. You have now all been through the ceremony to receive your hats, and now it has come time for you to prove yourselves worthy of staying in the high reaches of the land of hats and fashion. In order to do that, you must prove your abilities, and by doing so, you must go on the sacred journey that all that go through this process must go through. You must first collect 3 items, and with those 3 items, you will then create your own piece of fashion to present to the fashion gods. If they approve,
Fashion gods.
if they approve of what you have created, then you will be able to come back and we will welcome you with open arms. The first item you must collect is you must collect wool from the sacred sheep. You must collect it from 3 different sheep. Then you must go to the field of flowers and collect 3 different types of dye to dye your wool. Then you must go to the field of cacti and collect 3 needles from their branches to use to sew your garment together. Then you will continue on to the
Really
entrance way to the
sturdy
fashion
needles.
gods. You will have created and crafted your piece of fashion, and then you'll present it to them for them to judge. Any questions?
Oh. I guess we're good.
Are we okay?
What the hell does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
He does the thing, it's fine. Are we gonna be okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Wait, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we want to keep our pretty hats, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
What does IKEA stand for?
IKEA.
IKEA.
That is for the mirror to decide. I do not know all of the secrets.
Sounds like an old Aborigine word from where I'm from.
It
What
is
does it mean where you're from?
It means fly butts, like the butt of a fly. The ikie. It's actually a delicacy where I'm from.
I did.
They mash it into paste.
How many fly butts do you have to eat to get
The mirror
full?
gave me
A lot.
a hat.
I can.
That
It's
says
really good if you're on a
fly
diet
butts.
because it's really hard
I'm
to eat one
not
at a time.
exactly sure if that is what it means. The mirror is very mysterious. Anyways, and she flitters and goes to kind of a back corner and pulls out. It's kind of heavy because she's so tiny. It's a small pouch, and she gives it to you. These will help you gain entrance into the land of the gods.
It's slowly like peek in, just a little bit.
And you see a bunch of little seeds.
Calm down, man. They're just seeds.
Make sure you only use them after you've collected the 3 items.
Okay. I tie him up and put him on my belt.
Perfection. All right, now here is a map, and she gives you a map as well. That will direct you to the 3 locations you need to go. And I hope that everything goes well, and may the fashion gods protect you. And she flitters away.
Okay, at a game, why do I feel like we're all 4 of us are on RuPaul Drag Queen?
Seriously.
And we're
I think that's exactly what we're on.
America's Next Top
You
Model.
don't know?
I love it.
I feel like I'm gonna be judged by an old white gay guy pretty soon.
Okay.
Well, here's the problem I have with your outfit.
If Tim Gunn walks through that door, I'm gonna shit
Fucking
myself.
Tim Gunn. I'm gonna shoot myself with the Tim gun.
So I look at the map.
So the first part of the map you see is that you have to go outside the city gates to the front, and the first section will lead you into farmland secluded in the middle of the forest.
So we go out the city gate and we follow it around to a farm that's kind of in the middle of the forest, which is kind of a weird place for a farm to be, like right in the middle of a forest.
Yeah, they can clear it out. What time of year is it?
It is in the middle of summer.
Middle of summer. I suggest, my compatriots, that you dress lightly. You know, function of a form.
Well, I'm resistant to heat, so I feel.
I mean, you say that until you're trunching through the desert.
I mean, I am a tiefling. I mean, I'm
you were
used to
used-
being hot.
I
I
mean-
love hot. I hate the winter. It's very cold, very cold, very cold, very cold, very cold.
It's very
Is it very cold?
Yes.
You didn't hear him. He said it was very
He
cold.
said it like 4 times.
This is super cold.
It's It's,
I mean, if you dress right,
How do you
function
feel
over form.
temperature
That's
And
all
as
I'm
you're
about.
standing there having this little dispute, the two guards were standing next to the mirror. One of them kind of was looking at the other one, and he comes up to you guys and is like, we kind of gotta head out. We have some other people that have to do the mirror thing.
Okay. And I just run out.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna.
Bye.
I'm gonna Australian Alp. I'm just.
Australian
I'm
out.
gonna Conor McGregor walk. Just
Bye.
Bye.
And then you walk
function over
down.
form.
Okay. And then you walk down the doors, the two guards open the doors for you, and you exit the palace into the bustling streets of the land of hat and fashion. You see a lot of people sporting hats from Montreal, different styles from different time periods. Some of them match their outfits, some of them are out of place. And you can see the weirdest arrangement of clothes. Some are wearing togas, some people are wearing like jeans and fanny packs and feathers in their hair. Any time period that you could imagine, clothes are represented there. Some people look what you would consider fashionable, others more avant-garde, but all types are there. And there's a lot of hat shops and seamstresses and any type of article of clothing, there is a shop for it.
Is there a tavern?
I need an investigation check.
and do our outfits match our hats?
They do.
Okay.
Yep.
I was about to say, do I need to go buy a new outfit?
No, you're all wearing very basic. The outfits you're wearing actually are very basic, just kind of white loose fitting pants and a white, almost long robe like, almost like monks.
Oh my
That
goodness.
you, for the ceremony, so
okay,
you can
so-
now choose the outfits you want to wear to match your hat if you wish.
That's an 8.
And an 8,
I'm going to seduce where to find a tavern.
Seduce where to find.
how you going? I mean, just tell me how you gonna do it.
I want to walk up to...
Shut kiss.
Oh god, I have to... Ooh la la. Ooh la la, oui oui, mademoiselle.
And there's a lady who has like one of those sticks that has different hats on it that she's selling. She's what? Oi, what you need?
Mademoiselle,
Are you from the Croc section?
do you
Recognize that accent.
know where a tavern might be? I just totally went...
Yeah, that is totally not French at all.
For some coin, I can give you some direction.
Where is...
That's right. You show him. You show him.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and I give her...
A gold coin.
I give her a gold one.
She looks at you.
14.
The cards aren't good at directions.
She's over.
All right. There's a little wee tavern over on the corner. It's called the Tippin' Top.
Said it's a weed tavern.
A wee tavern. It's in the corner.
Oh,
underneath
like
Big
a
Action.
small tavern.
Yeah,
I
not
thought you were talking about one of them new weed taverns.
I don't understand that, Fed.
Yeah, I don't
think
like
they
it
have
either.
those here
Just
yet.
makes you smell bad.
Oh, I know.
Stains your clothes too.
I know there's enough of that in the Crocs section, that's for sure. Yep, so it's the Tippin' Top. It's right above the big, it's the hat and clothing shop that's got everything you want. It's like
We
the,
can go there!
I was just about to say I will meet you guys at the tavern because I need new clothes.
Well, they have clothes at the tavern.
Okay.
Wanna go to the okay, we'll go! Thank you!
It's a great place to shop, really. They've got a really fine selection.
have a good day.
Oh, you
She
too,
walks
you know.
away.
Keep cool down
It's
there.
it's for sale.
We're gonna head to the place with the
Yeah,
tavern
I
and
mean, we'll
the...
tip it
Our
down.
hats are better.
All right, 1 second.
I mean,
I can't speak because mine talks
She
about
hears
fly
you
butts.
say this. She wasn't that funny. She hears you say this. She turns around. Well, listen here. Some of us can't have the pen to get a crown now, can we? And she spits at your feet and walks away.
oh, leave the right nice lass alone.
Let's go to the weed tavern.
So you walk through the crowded streets and you eventually find yourself at the corner of the Tippin' Top Tavern, and you can tell that below is a nice, your average tavern. Different patrons are in and out. It seems like a pretty popular place, but at the top you can tell there's a side staircase that if you go up, it has the odds and ends shop that boasts it has all types of hats, shoes, clothing from different eras. It kind of has a bit of everything.
All right. I think I know what I'm going for as far as an outfit here.
Okay.
I do too.
I'm gonna get an
Right.
outfit.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Outfit first.
We're gonna do the Barbie choose your outfit montage.
Oh yeah.
So you all head up the stairs, up the side, and you open a little one door, and there's like one of those little bells, and it goes ding, 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 ding. And you walk inside, and there is clothing everywhere. It's like a gigantic thrift store. There are double lines, so like there's a rack up top, there's a rack on the bottom. There are shelves, and literally anything you could possibly think of. It doesn't seem to be the most organized, but there's some sort of organization to the chaos. There's shoes, hats thrown here, boas. There's a leather section. There's sequins. But you can't seem to tell where the counter is right away. It's just an explosion of clothing.
All right, I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah, I'm gonna immediately start looking
Yeah,
around
me
for
too.
Okay.
what I want.
All right. So as you start to look through everything, you hear a hello, hello.
What? God.
All right, if you can't tell I'm in here right now, you're gonna have a hard trouble seeing anything.
Hello.
Oh, it's the customers. Are you customers?
Yes. We want some clothes, please.
And you see from kind of like a middle, like near the back end of the shop, you just see all of these like clothing moving slowly forward. You don't quite see a figure.
It's
You just
like tunneling.
yeah, you just like in like if there's savanna grass and you see the
Yeah.
movement, but you don't see anything in it, and so you just see.
I become very defensive.
And
Just
then
like,
finally pops right up in the middle of you guys. It's this very short halfling girl. She has rainbow hair, kind of in a pixie cut, pointed everywhere. She has like a nose ring. She has a skin-tight leather outfit on and a tutu. And she is has a boa and a little fanny pack. And she also has sewing equipment. She has like, a measuring tape. She has pins in like a little belt. You can tell that she is a sewing mistress of some sort.
functional. I like it.
Are you here to buy clothing?
Yes, please.
Oh, and
Yeah.
she looks at each of her.
Oh yes, we just got our new hats.
Oh my goodness! My favorite thing is to dress those that have just gotten their new hats. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll start with you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm guessing you're looking for something very regal.
Something regal, but earth tones.
Ooh, earth tones. I can do that. Oh, do you want it made of fur?
Ooh.
Or are you looking for a cotton?
You know what? I do usually get chilly, so some fur would be nice.
Oh, perfect. I'll be right back. And she
I
scurries
disagree.
and she
It's
literally
hot
pops
outside.
through a rack. Like she just like pushes the rack aside and like tunnels through, and she goes through and you hear her doing some scurrying and she goes, perfection. And you see the movement through the racks again. She comes out holding a bundle of clothes. Okay, she plops it on the ground. Okay, first, and she has these very nice, they're a thicker cotton. They're tan breeches that are cuffed at the waist. But you can tell they're very nicely tailored with a pinstripe on the side in gold. She hands them to you. And then she hands a white kind of, almost like a pirate shirt. It's very
Like
loose.
a blouse.
Yeah, like a white loose blouse, but it also has gold trimmings at the cuffs and at the ends of the little ropes. She hands that to you, and then she takes out this big like robe / cape almost, and it is in swirling different colors of browns and greens and golds with like a hint of red. That has a nice fur collar, and she hands that to
Like
you.
his eyes like light up and
I thought it's perfect of you.
so pretty, so pretty.
Yeah, it looked like you're about to colonize a new land.
Fantastic. Oh,
And I just start getting changed right there. Like I'm super
darling,
excited.
there's a changing area from there.
Boy, don't just strip down right in the middle of the place. Have some dignity.
So I pick my stuff up and I like
Toddle?
run. I toddle run. I'm a very short tiefling.
Perfect, and there's a little change in with the little curtaining at the side. You can close it. Who would like to go next?
I'll dress myself.
Oh, very well. Are you looking for anything particular? I can point you in the right direction.
Light shirt, button up, flower print.
Ooh, that's
Shorts,
the
khakis.
Shorts, khakis. Okay, that's when you want to go to the chic yet comfortable section, right next to the hobo section, and then you want to go over to the flower power corner for the rest of it.
All right, and sandals, straps, lots of straps.
Oh,
Functional.
lots of straps. You want to go to the Grecian section over there on aisle ABC3.
All right.
Alright, thank you. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay, what are you looking for?
So normally I'm a very regal person.
Okay.
If you can't tell, my name's Karkaraz.
Karkara?
From the family of the Ars.
Awesome. Ooh, there's an outfit
I
there.
know, thank you. But some reason the mirror, no disrespect, chose this hat. It makes me look like a construction worker, and it says fly butts and what was it? Aboriginals? I'm just so
Aboriginal.
upset. That. So would you please help me? I have no idea what to
you
do.
like an outfit that accentuates the hat but elevates the look. Oh, yes. Oh, are you interested in more abstract modern chic?
Yes.
Oh, I know just the thing. And she runs to the back, and she comes back and pulls out a sleek. It is a blue. It matches exactly your hat. It's a blue long jumper. It's cinched at the feet. It's kind of baggy. It zips up and it's short sleeves. It has pockets all over it and it's lined. Like the zippers and the pockets are lined in a neon yellow. And she also gives you a pair of black combat boots.
So this is functional. So if I need to beat someone up for the place as the best hat wearer in the land, I can do it.
Yes, of course. And you can put things in your pockets, and you can kick you with the steel-toe boots. I mean, sure.
Incredible.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I go try it on in the fitting rooms.
About now, I'm coming out and I'm like, ooh.
Ooh, it fits you perfectly.
You look so pretty!
Oh, look at you. Goodness gracious. Yes, I'm so excited that I'm dressing new customers. And now for you.
Okay, so, I need something. They said something about the hat with I don't know the word. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure you would totally know what it means. Something sexy.
Oh.
But I have, and I pull out my great axe, but I have to be able to use this too.
Function over form.
Where were you holding the great axe?
Oh, it's right here in my bag.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, did they happen to say seduction?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, dearie. I have just the outfit for you.
Yay!
And she goes to the back and she comes back in the article of clothing she has fits in her hand.
Where's
And
the rest of it?
oh dearie.
What?
You chose I had a very interesting hat chosen for you. And she slowly starts to unfold it, and it is a latex. It's like a half latex, half like the stretchy material, and it's in swirling patterns of black and white. It goes all the way from the wrist all the way down to the ankles. It zips up in the back. It comes up to about a mock turtleneck. And in the back you can see that there are two little loops that you can slip your axe in. And she just goes, here you go.
Is this what they call seductive?
Did they give her a condom? What is that?
Looks like a condom to me.
I mean, kind of. It will give men the right impression. Or women.
It would give them the wrong
Oh, yeah,
impression.
if you're doing the seduction things, it might come in.
French.
Oh, one moment. And she goes to the back and she comes out with this it's a white piece of fabric. Here's also, if you want to save that for when you use the hat, here's a nice cloak you can wear too. And it's all white, kind of a very short fur, and it has a hood on it, and then sleeves where you can put your arms through.
Okay, I'm gonna go put it on. And I'm gonna run in the room and I'll get changed.
At this time, I believe I'm done changing. I'm gonna come out. I have a pink Hawaiian shirt.
Yes!
Pink Hawaiian shirt, yellow flowers, but not buttoned up. No undershirt, just rippling half-orc abs.
The pink and the green go good together.
No green, yellow. Khaki shorts, strappy sandals. Functional.
Functional.
I love how functional.
Also a cigarette holder. I just have a cigarette holder in my mouth and was like, I'm ready to go.
Oh, you all look so lovely. Is there anything else you need?
And at this point, I'm gonna walk
Are you
out.
wearing a cloak over it?
No, I'm carrying the cloak in one arm, and I've already put my battle axe through the back, and I'm going to do my best to make a seductive, as my Topanga would think, a sexy walk.
Like one of those
Yeah, kind of trying to be sexy.
oh!
Where it's like a really slurry horn music is playing.
Yeah.
Are you able to move well in that?
Yeah, can I move really well in this?
She sees that you're struggling a little bit. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. And she goes to what you now can make out is what seems to be the desk, but there's piles of clothes all over it. It almost kind of blends in. So she comes around the back and she reaches underneath the desk and pulls out a little packet that has a white powder-like substance. You might need some of this to help for any of the rubbing. And it's like,
That's not-
it's baby powder, basically.
Oh, okay.
Wait, powder.
Oh, okay. and
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
put
think
it-
you need any of that, Mike.
I'll put it in my bag. What do you guys think?
It becomes to you. Yes.
Yes?
Functional.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be able to swing your axe really well with that.
Looks like you could move around well in it.
I think
We're
we
going
might
to contact
squeak a
the fairy who's in charge of the mirror distribution to make sure that it's been checked by a wizard. You have a very interesting choice paired with your personality.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, it's such a perfect fit that I can't believe that
She's a crier.
it just fits you so well. They're doing such a good job. I
I'm
want to
gonna
give
insight
them
check
praise.
that.
Go ahead.
16.
She lying out her ass.
I just keep that to myself.
She's like, gotta keep the customer happy.
The liar card.
So let's see.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Okay.
So what's the first thing on the docket?
Okay.
I think we have to
how much
fight
do
sheep.
we owe you?
No, we don't have to fight sheep. We've got to get wool from sheep. It
First
doesn't
outfits
necessarily
are
fight
always
sheep.
free. I have a special deal with the palace, of course, but for any extras or repairs, it will cost a bit of coin.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great adventure. Are you on your journey?
Wait,
Yeah.
we're going there now.
Oh.
Yes.
All I will say is good luck. And she walks away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to talk about our plan? We could go downstairs and get a drink.
I say we just go for it. Time's a wasting.
I kind of want to get to the sheep.
Okay.
I kind of want to get to the end of his sentence.
Wait, don't be mean.
Okay, I'm gonna run down first because I want to chug a drink real quick to celebrate us passing the test.
I like
Okay.
drinks.
Okay.
I'm against you consuming any kind of
Why?
Maybe
mind-altering
it has
substance.
a reverse effect.
Oh, I don't know.
I want to run down real quick and I want to go get a drink.
I'm gonna sit outside
Okay.
and pull out a pack of Baldur's Gate Slims and
Alder Gates.
put it in my
Alright.
cigarette.
Has a little
Alright.
Audrey Hepburn moment.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. All right, so who all goes into the cat tavern?
I'm gonna go in.
Three of you?
I'll go in, yeah.
All right, so you go down the stairs and you go to the entrance. There's a lot of people milling about. Doesn't seem to be a super rowdy place. It's in the middle of the day. But you do see that there is a big, burly half-orc who is the bartender.
I'll run up to him.
What can I get you, Los?
Well, we just got our outfits because we're on our journey and, like, you know, see all of our hats and stuff. Can I get a drink?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
I'm just standing back there. And,
What do you want?
I want your finest ale.
Alrighty. And he goes to the back and he pours ale and then he's like, oh, get you something special. And then he goes under and he puts a spritz, which fills up the rest of the tankard full of something fizzy. And he hands it to you. For special little lady.
Can I look to see if I've seen him do that?
Oh yeah, he did it in plain sight. You just don't know what it was.
What's that?
It's special bubbly just for you, for such a bubbly personality.
Oh, okay.
Do I see?
I walk up to.
I insight check that shit.
Oh, to see like what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What is it? Insight? What is it?
Do investigation if you want to know what it is.
I don't think you didn't roll good last time. This is a very important roll. Where'd the other one go? I'll do this. Natural one.
You have no idea what this mysterious substance is. It just looks really fancy because now what's the normal ale is just kind of has a slight foam to it. This has got like bubbles popping out of it.
I'll take it and
You can, if someone else wants to look and see what it is, they can.
I just kind of go up to the bar and. Do you have vodka?
I do. He goes, gets the thing.
Ooh, vodka. What's that?
We don't share drinks. Here.
Oh.
He gives you a shot of vodka.
I'll take a sip of mine.
Okay.
Can I look around and see if there's anyone that looks like they might have experience on a farm?
You can do
The
a.
smart one.
I mean, yeah, that's a good
Never
one.
played with us
Do a
before.
perception check.
Okay.
I want to down it to see if I can. 6.
It's very hard to tell. There's so much going on. There's a bunch of people wearing a bunch of different clothing that it's kind of hard to identify whether someone is particularly like a farmer or not.
Hey, why don't, since now you look so tight, why don't you go up to someone and practice your art of seduction?
That sounds like a great idea.
Can I get one more vodka? Because I really want to watch this.
Can I get 3 vodkas? Because I also would like to watch this and not throw up.
I poke my head in. Can I get them in to-go cups?
Do you want it to go?
I've already left. Can I see like the sexiest man in the town?
It's me.
You see in the corner is this very tall, half-elven man. He has raven black hair, blue eyes, very structured, like very chiseled jawline. He's wearing.
Does he have a beard?
He does not have a beard.
She doesn't
Yeah,
like
He has
it.
a very chiseled jawline, and he's wearing sleek
Alright,
black
let's not
pants,
about it.
high black riding boots, and he has like a white long sleeve shirt. And he's wearing like a black, I don't know what you call it, vest.
Okay, I walk right up to him. And I want. Is there a chair near him?
No, he's just there's. It's like it's right against the window, so there's a whole. It's like
I'm
a
gonna
table
walk
and standing.
Super sexy.
Performance check, please.
Ooh, I have a good. Ooh, 17.
You
I'm just.
somehow by accident are just, and maybe from influence from your hat a little bit, you are wearing your sleek spandex and you happen to walk very, very sexy. You have a nice kind of catwalk. And actually, the elephant man is kind of drinking and he stops and kind of looks you up and down.
I take a shot of vodka.
I take one too.
Alright, I'm gonna need constitutions. If you take a second shot of vodka, I need constitution saving throws.
Taking an Excedrin.
9.
Oh, you are feeling a
saving?
little tipsy.
Yeah, plus.
Well, I'm
yeah.
feeling good.
22.
It's water to you.
Are we gonna go on this quest?
I have to practice before the class. We're going on
There's
the class.
literally a list of things I have for you to do. I mean, we got some time, so I
Alright.
mean, why not? Alright, so he kind of looks at you. Hello?
Oh, hello there. I cannot do French to save my life.
Hello there.
Hello, Ciel.
Hello there.
Yeah, just put Z's in front of everything.
Okay, hello there.
You put a little wilt in it and put the Z's and where they need to go.
And you have to put emphasis on the end
And
of
you
words.
have to do your neck like that.
Hello
Yes.
there.
He starts to find you a little bit less sexy, but he's still distracted by the whole ensemble you're wearing.
Can
so
I jump in as her wing woman?
You can.
What my companion means is, salut, monsieur.
Oh, that's actual French.
Well, bonjour to you too.
Just her.
Bonjour to you too.
Imagine I'm not here.
Bonjour to just you.
A rat says fly butts.
In my head, I'm like, this is going so great.
Can I help you with something?
I was just admiring you from afar, and
So far.
C'est
What a bad guy and fucking Aladdin.
and I noticed that you were very attractive, and I wanted to come say hey to you.
C'est très beau.
That.
I'm giggling my ass off in the corner.
Matt Stevens is also okay.
My head is just poked inside. Just.
Thank you, Madame.
Sir.
Mademoiselle.
how long was you I have to go on this super important quest. You may see my hat. So
Obviously.
Did you just get your hat from the ceremony?
I did, and I got my outfit. They said it matched my personality. So
Which is
Jolie. Très jolie.
Jolie?
okay.
I think she's talking about the actress.
Oh,
so I was. If you'll be here later, I could show you. And then I wink, and then I try to seductively walk away.
All right, I'm gonna need a seduction roll. That's
Young
performance
love.
with advantage.
She's gonna get us all killed.
Persuasion, you said?
Persuasion.
Most
That's gonna
likely.
be your seduction.
I would say you die first, actually.
let's see.
Okay. What is that number? 16.
He, as you're walking away, he kind of goes,
I have no idea what any of that means.
"I'll be here when you get back."
I high five the rock.
Did I? And I walk outside. Did I do good? Did I do good? Is that how you seduce?
You did so well. The Oz family would be proud.
You have a really bad French accent.
I do. It's really bad.
If you can improve the horses, I mean.
Okay, we have to go because I
Yeah,
think
can we please go?
because I said I told him I'd be back, and I don't know why I would say that. Why am I coming back?
Love is a weird thing.
Listen,
Oh.
You're not obligated
my hat,
to come back at
around
all.
My horn, like.
But I told him I would come back.
here's the thing you can do.
Yes.
It's great to get out of scrapes. It's called lie.
And as you're twirling your hat this way, one of the gems kind of lights up, and there's a beam shooting straight towards heading straight towards the front entranceway of the
I think the at agrees with me.
You're a laser pointer.
We need to get.
Is that coming from me?
And as you
Yes.
move your head back and
It's exactly coming from you.
And as you're moving your head back and forth, the beam stays pointed towards the gates of the place that you're in. I don't know what it's called.
I think we should follow your headlight.
I mean,
They did say it
I don't know.
guide us, so.
I don't know if the universe could give you a more obvious sign that we have to go.
But first,
Damn the cards, boy! Let's go.
no, damn the cards!
Let him do his thing.
The cards are his universe.
Do you
We
need to
should follow the
calm
people.
down? You seem like you're stressed.
Let's find the weed.
I just need another cigarette.
I think the lady meant with the whole, if you're not calm, I have to seduce you. Is that how this works? Are you calm? And she has like big eyes, like anime style eyes. These are
Just
quivering.
think for a second. Wait.
I just kind of start stumbling like in the
Towards
direction
the
that my hat is
No.
like leading.
Okay. Well, if you need to calm down, let me know. I'm apparently really good at it.
She is.
Do you guys follow him? He's
He's offering
I've taught him.
Never mind.
Alright, so he starts to walk
I skip.
forward, and I will say it takes you about 30 minutes to an hour to reach the the portcullis.
Onward, hat!
And as you go forward, I will say within that hour, the alcohol kind of dissipates. So you're starting to sober up a little bit. So the castle guards somehow know that you're coming, and so they just see the group of you on, do like a check.
Kyle, Larry.
Yep. So actually, there are two guards standing there, and as you start to walk forward, one of them goes, "Hello.
Hi.
Are you the
Yes.
Yep. My
I have a
name.
laser beamy thingy.
That's cool. My name is Hector, and this is my brother Vector. The other guy on the side goes,
Hector and Vector?
"Hey, yeah.
All right, are we going? We're gonna leave now.
What are your business for leaving? I have to make sure first."
I pull out the map and say, we gotta go here! And I kind of point at I think I'm pointing at the farm, but
You're just pointing at the map in
I'm just-
general.
yeah.
He just looks. That looks like that is from the fairy lady. You seem to be cleared for business and stuff, and you are free to pass by the power vested in me, Hector and Vector. And Vector just goes, yeah. So you may pass.
All right, good talk.
thanks.
Take it
You're
easy, bud.
still down.
How do we pass?
Door.
Oh yeah. Vector, yeah. The door, Vector. Vector, you gotta push the button.
What kind of is this? Like a lifty door or a pushy
And he
door?
just turns and he just kind of tired, and you can see there's a big button by the side of his thing, and he just goes, tum. And then the door starts to raise up. There you go. Sorry for the inconvenience, Victor. I would say he hit his head as a child, but he's still hitting his head now. Have a good and safe journey, and may the fashion gods be with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And since I'm a ranger, I should probably lead.
Probably.
Sounds about right.
All right, so you start to head out, and you're following the map. By the time your beam is still pointing forward, and it's following the same path as what the map seems to say. So you walk for first you're in kind of a big valley clearing. So you start walking forward, and the trail eventually leads into kind of what's known as like the forest right outside of the place that you live. And so you're walking through. It's kind of just nice, quiet. You don't see a bunch of stuff. And you get close to it on the map. Looks like the clearing. And as you get close, the beam disappears, and your crown, all of the jewels on it, flash twice.
So I tell this bloke, right? I say, yeah, I know you like tassels, but they're gonna get caught in something eventually, and that's how I, convinced him not to wear tassels.
That's pretty smart.
A little gaudy in my opinion.
I like it.
tassels.
Although tassels, they can be fun to play with. Like if you.
Yeah,
have
if you're a
thing,
damn
you
cat.
Well, you don't have to be a cat to enjoy the tassels.
I'm just saying, function over form.
Some tassels or some fringe.
And you
just-
like bat it around like that?
Yeah.
Point taken. Are we here yet?
My thingy flashed.
So what you see is there's still kind of a path going forward, and you can see there's kind of a slight trail to the side. It's not a defined path, but it's kind of worn. It seems to go in the same position as the clearing is on the map.
Hang on.
Can we turn the hat back on to rave mode?
Wait. Let's see.
I'm gonna start going down the path.
All right, so you start walking down the path. Do you follow him?
I'm a man of action.
Yeah. And I take off my hat. I kind of tap it a few times, try to get it back into rave mode. Like,
It doesn't do anything.
Darn.
rave mode on.
I think it just does it when it wants to. Huh.
So he is walking forward, and you all start to walk. You're kind of following the path that kind of zigs and zags, and then it opens to a little portion, a little bit of a clearing, and you see in front of you there is a gigantic pen with dozens of sheep inside. And off in kind of the corner, there's a little house. There's the chimney. There's kind of smoke coming out of the chimney. It looks like just a little like farmhouse. But you see there's a little gate on so where you're facing, you see in front, so there's the pen, over here is the house, and you see where the gate is to get inside the pen. But you see that circling around the fence are 5 big mastiffs.
All right.
Big puppies.
Can I do a perception check to see if they look dangerous?
Yes.
Okay. Great. 5.
From what you can tell, it's kind of a faraway distance. You can just tell that they're just dogs.
I want to do the same.
How
Okay.
far
Yeah.
are we from the house?
You're about 100 feet away, 150 feet.
What were we rolling?
You're rolling to see if the dogs are dangerous.
Is that investigation or
That would be perception.
Perception.
Jesus.
Perception.
12?
12. You can
5.
tell. You don't know if they're dangerous per se, but you can definitely tell that they're guarding the sheep.
Mm.
What did you get?
A 5.
A 5. Okay, so they're just dogs.
Yeah.
What did you get?
They're just dogs.
They're just.
5.
You do have advantage on animal. Well, it's animal handling.
And survival.
Yeah, so never mind.
Neither of those.
I'm going to take out one of my rations.
Okay.
Oh. Puppy!
Well, you know what you're doing there, mate.
The dogs do not hear you.
Hey.
I have some rope.
Wow, give me
We
that.
could tie it to the rope.
You ever deal with a dog before? Come on. I'll handle it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start approaching the dogs.
Okay. So you start to walk forward. Are you stealthing or just walking?
No, walking forward calmly,
Okay.
not non-threateningly.
Okay, so you, how close do you want to get to the dogs?
Like 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you get about 30 feet, and one of the dogs stop and just kind of looks at you and
Hey there, Poochie.
starts to growl a little bit.
Oh, no, I'm a friend. Hey, look. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that the ration that he had, and be like, "Look, I got a little chewy for you. You want a little chewy? You want a little
He
chewy
just
there, little
continues
bud?
to growl.
You want a little chewy? I'm trying to animal handle him."
Alright, so I need you to do an animal handling check.
I'm trying to animal handle him.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. Let's see. That's a 13.
Ooh, just barely. The dog kind of stops growling a little bit, but he doesn't approach. He's still, you can tell his, like, haunches are kind of
Ears are
raised.
back.
Like, his ears
Yeah.
are back, but he's still very tense. He's not growling anymore, but he's staying rooted where he's at.
It's all right, Pooch. We don't mean you any harm. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
At this point, when I see, I want to crawl on my hands and knees.
Are you trying to stealth?
Yeah,
Okay, do a stealth check for me.
because I'm really good at that.
And right now I will say that there's 5 of them. There's one right near the fence, the one that's talking
Doges.
to you. There's 2 on
the
the
dogs
corners.
can talk?
Huh? No. There's 2 on the corners and there's 2 in the back. So far, only the one notices you.
24.
You are stealthy
Wow.
as fuck. Like, where are you trying to go?
I want to try to go and open the cage.
Okay. Right now the dog is directly in front of it, but you.
Is it the dog? I'm.
Yeah.
She is
Hold
a
on.
rock.
Wait.
I am a rock, and I have a 24 stealth.
You do have.
So she could just rock.
I can basically Misty step inside the.
Okay, so the dog is here, and then there's one over here, one over there.
She's a rock in latex.
I just want to like signal her, just be like, hold off.
All right, so
Let me.
it's really bad drawing, but okay. So that's so you guys can see. So the little circles where the dog is. So these are the dogs here, 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 and here. That's the fence, and that's where he is at.
No, me, not you, me.
So what are you trying to do?
Me. Dog.
I'm gonna go up to him real quick.
Up to
Oh,
him.
I'm
Are
just
you
gonna
still
fucking
stealthing?
talk to you then. I thought you were.
I was crawling and I
You're
was.
still
Right.
stealthing, still crawling?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're within 30 feet of the dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the dog from in front of the gate
Why were you doing this a minute ago?
because I thought you couldn't hear me, so I was
I
just
can
doing
hear you.
sign language.
Oh, okay.
You know, the Aborigines taught me that. All right, you go. I'm gonna get the dog out from in front of the damn gate.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Come here, Pooch. I pull out the 4 action. Come on, buddy. I gotta get on my knees. Come on,
Do you step forward?
just a little bit. Come on,
How much?
like 5 feet. Come on.
You step forward 5 feet, you're now within 25 feet of him, and he's going to attack you. Does an 18 hit?
Does an 18 hit you? Yes.
Yes, okay. You sustain 2 points of damage. So he comes at you,
That's
and he
nothing.
takes a bite at your leg. Here.
When I see that, I'm just gonna like turn around and like try to sneak into the fence area.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
try
when
to
that
see if she-
happens.
Okay, so you were already right there, so I need you to do another stealth check.
Okay.
Because right now I will say the dog doesn't notice you at all, because you did roll so high.
High again. 20, unnatural.
Okay, I will say you were able to get into the pen,
Okay.
but since the one that's attacking you, the other 2 dogs on the side are starting to move here and here, and
I wanna hide
now
behind
I
the
want
sheep.
everyone to please roll for initiative.
Way before that, I rolled a
Fantastic.
17.
No, you can do your stealth thing first. Yeah, because I just want to go ahead and have that part forgot. So you rolled 17 on stealth. I will say that you are right at the gate. I will say you reached right here.
Okay.
I want to hide behind the sheep.
Okay, so you're hiding behind a sheep. You're at the gate. So now let me get your initiative rolls real quick. All right. So first.
Got a -1 on my initiative.
I have -2 on mine.
I have a plus
Are you
two.
serious?
I have -2.
I got
Okay.
a +2, but I rolled real shitty. So.
Who is the highest? What do we have?
I had a 13.
A 13.
I got an 8.
I got a rock.
I also got an 8.
I have an 11.
My dex is a -1.
I go first.
Okay.
I have a +2.
Okay, so
So it's, I don't know what your creatures, but it's Thomas,
Taylor,
Taylor, me, and then Matt.
and then Matt. All right, let me roll for my creatures real quick.
I'm so used to going last in initial order anyway.
I'm never
usually
used to
the
going
thing.
last. Not with that +9 that I missed so hard heavily. Are you rolling better? Don't you roll more natural one? Alright, you go back. You go back.
Sorry, there's 5 of them, so I have to roll for all of them. Oh.
You're a lot less lazy than I am.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I usually just
I split it
do all
into
the
like
same
2
ones.
groups. Of
Oh, that's smarter.
Yeah,
It's
I
too late
use
now.
same
All right.
initiative.
See, you learn something every time. Alrighty, so first, so you're at the thing. So at the top of the round is, I'm sorry, this is such a badly drawn
The
like
dog.
little thing here. Ah. The little things are gonna be people. Do you guys have minifigs?
I have a D4 that I will never use because I'm a barbarian.
Mine's broken.
Same.
Here, take my little triangle.
Oh, I forgot I had minifigs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys.
Asking little cake guy.
This one?
Here, I'll use that.
The other white one
Yeah,
in
she
the
snapped
box.
in half.
Oh, yeah.
Aw,
Not excited anymore.
Oh, perfection.
Aw, Alumin.
I miss him.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna use these used against us as the wolves. Okay.
Up the wolves.
Oh, the wolves. Da, da, da. Alright, so yeah, place yourselves. It's not really a map, but it's. Sorry for guys on stream. That I right there. Alright,
Turtles.
wolf. Wolf. And then just one more.
It was just
Yeah,
like a
they
good
can-
shot of Annalise's chin.
Yep, hi guys. Alrighty, so
Oh,
at the
okay.
top of the round is the wolf. This one is going to run forward and it's a D4. Which one's Thomas?
I'm the green D4 that's not even on the board.
Alright, you're over here. So
I was by the wolf.
I'm the green.
this other wolf
Oh, sorry,
is
the
going
wolf
to
ran
go
to me and
I
attacked
was in the
me.
back.
and run out. It probably has
Okay.
how much movement?
So where were you at?
I was in the back. I never moved forward.
Alright, so it's going to come and attack you, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Bring it on.
Alrighty, so that means double damage. So, lucky for you, it's only 6 points of damage.
It's nothing.
Alrighty, so that will end its turn. And then the one that just attacked you, the very first one, is going to attack you again. Thomas. Does a 13.
Is it above a 10? Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so it's going to attack you for 2 points of damage.
All right.
That'll end its turn. Alright, Thomas, it is your turn now.
Well, I'm really mad now.
Alright.
I'm going to enter a frenzy, which is a rage, but better.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 2 dogs right up on me, right?
There is.
I'll take out my great axe. Sorry, Pooch. Nobody hate me because I'm attacked. I love dogs. Okay, dogs biting me. Feel like I'm a freaking vagabond in Chernobyl right now.
Alright, so which, are you attacking the one that just attacked you?
Yes.
Okay.
So, first attack with my great axe. Fuck. Let's see. I gotta see. You know what? I'm gonna attack recklessly. Fuck it. Give me advantage. I get advantage, and everything that attacks me next round gets advantage.
Okay. Good to know, thank you.
Alright, cool. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. A D12. That's gonna be 7 plus 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Okay. Are you trying not to kill the dog?
Kill some pups.
Alrighty.
Alright, second attack.
Second attack. Are you attacking the same one or are you attacking the other one?
Same one.
Same one? Okay.
Hit. Unmodified 17.
That hits.
Yeah. D12. That's gonna be 13 non-lethal damage.
Okay, so you take your, what is it again?
Great axe.
So you take your great axe and you're doing non-lethal, so you take the butt of the axe
Yeah.
and hit the mastiff. It goes against the jaw and it growls and comes back at you, but you are ready. You flip the axe in the air, take the handle, and whack him across the head, and it hits him and he falls over, knocked out.
All right. There's one more next to me, right?
Yes, how many?
Bonus action frenzy attack.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. That frenzy's so good.
Unmodified 14.
That hits.
16 non-lethal damage.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Alright then.
Barbarian.
Okay. That dog is knocked out.
Yay!
You know, I'm usually not one for negative reinforcement with pooches, but I'm in a bit of a rush, and it bit my leg.
And it is now sprawled, and the gate is wide open, but all of the dogs now are alerted of your presence.
Bring it on!
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna stand in front of the gate. I'll be like, you guys get the wall, I'll deal with the pooches.
Alright, Taylor, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to run up to a dog. I don't know.
This
the
ain't my
closest
first
dog.
dingo rodeo.
I have 30 feet. so-
Okay, I would say you're within distance,
Dingo.
so you can reach this one.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna run up to him, and I am going to use my pike to try to hit him.
Okay, so roll to attack.
Okay, crap. Fantastic. 8.
Does not hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna use an extra attack to. Thanks. Do it again.
Alrighty, roll to attack.
17.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. 6.
6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you have any bonus action?
Not that I'd like to use.
Alrighty, so that will end your turn. Then Ariel, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm inside
The pen.
the
with
pen
the sheep.
with the sheep.
Yes.
Do the dogs see me at all?
What did you roll? A 17?
No, I was the 17.
You
You
I
were
was
17.
unnatural 20.
A natural 20, they do not see you.
Okay. So can I see any of the wool that we need? Like,
You just need to get wool from a sheep.
okay, so I'm gonna go up to a sheep
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to take out my great axe and I'm just going to cut a little bit of.
I'm gonna shear at it.
Okay, I need a sleight of hand check from you to make sure that you are able to get the wool
Don't
without,
disembowel a sheep.
without stabbing the sheep.
Don't worry, it's not a dog, it's fine.
Okay. Ooh.
That was a really rolly roll.
right. That was a 21.
You're rolling really good, or you have really good stats, because the DC was pretty high on that one. So you are able to get a nice kind of like a handful of wool, but you would still need
The two other
about
things
like
you
at
can
least
see.
2 other good handfuls.
Each for
and-
each of us?
Yeah, is it each or all together?
You're supposed to get 3
3.
Period.
As a
All
group.
together?
all together. I was just
Oh,
saying,
okay,
because you're
sure.
only making like 1 article of something,
Okay.
but you need to share at least 3 sheep.
Okay. Okay.
So that will end. That would be your action. So
Okay.
you have a bonus action movement.
I would like to move to the next sheep that I see.
Okay, so you can move. It's literally there's tons of sheep. So I'll just say you pick a random one.
Yeah, and I'll
Um,
stand next
I want
to
the
it.
one with the eye
And I'll
patch.
have my great axe out ready.
Okay, and then I will say it's the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right, Matt, it is your turn.
I'm going to move up to the nearest sheep
Okay.
and take out my short sword and slowly start to shave some of the wool off.
All right, I need a sleight of hand check for.
Did you go to barber school?
We'll pretend that.
Yeah. Do I have proficiency in barbering?
15.
Just hit the DC. So you are successful and able to get a nice handful of wool as well. And you just have, I would say.
You guys got wool!
Me too! And as you say that, the 2 dogs that are here and here zero in on you
Fantastic.
and start to growl. And I will say you can only move. You have a little bit of movement left, and then that will be the end of your turn.
I'm going to go towards another sheep and hide
Hide behind it. Okay, alrighty, and that is the end of your turn. Now, this one is going to move and attack you, Ariel.
Me?
Sorry, not you, Taylor. Sorry. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So that will be the end of its
Haha, stupid
turn.
dog.
Hey,
Alrighty. Now
they're just doing their job.
I'm sorry, sweet
now
dog.
this one is going to
He's a
move.
good boy. He's the goodest boy.
What if it's a girl?
Goodest
It's
girl
going
or
to
boy,
try
you
and
know,
jump over the
depends.
fence to get inside. And it does not succeed. So it hears you yell, "I've got some wool!" And so it goes to jump over, but it kind of hits its head at the top rung, and then kind of just like bounces back and just kind of lays there for a
That
second,
dog,
and
that
then gets up
dog's a
and like
French bulldog.
shakes
It's
himself
actually not a
off.
mastiff. It's just ran into the sliding glass doors.
And then the other one is going to, it's next one's turn, it's going to try and go as well. Oh, and it jumps over and is able to get into the pen. I will say that will, and then it moves. Let's see if it sees you.
Pink wall, pink thing.
Yes, it zeroes in on you, Matt, and starts
Good
to
sense of smell.
move forward.
Thank you.
And right as it reaches you, that will be the end of its turn for now.
So it's on the other side of the sheep.
It literally, it's there. The sheep is in the middle, just kind of like.
Matt.
This is bad. And
This is
you're on
bad.
the other side. And
That would be so awful.
and that will be the end of its turn. All right.
I should have stayed in bed.
Counting sheep. All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Anyways.
Thomas, for doing puns when I can't. Thomas, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to I'm gonna run up to that wolf over there.
This one?
Yeah, goblin wolf.
Okay, how much movement do you have?
I have 40 feet.
Oh, you can get there.
Yeah.
There's not, I don't have an actual grid, but I'm
Because
just
barbarian.
estimating. It's a small
Um,
area.
All right, and great axe number 1 with advantage. Sorry,
Why do you get advantage?
reckless attack.
Okay. I trust that you know your stuff.
Yeah,
Alright,
15.
sheep. That hits.
11.
We got
Non-lethal.
at Rocco's all the time.
Alrighty, it is not looking good. You whip around and it literally, its jaw is kind of like, you dislocated its jaw
Oh,
and it's kind
no.
of just like hanging
Poor
there.
boy.
And it's like, but then it just turns and like starts to growl at you.
Oh, well, fuck you. Second attack,
Put it
Dang,
out.
now
It's misery.
non-lethal.
Make it lethal.
Yeah, it's
Un-
in pain.
I can reset the jaw of a fucking dingo, okay? I know what I'm doing. Unmodified 14.
That hits. Dang, you're rolling high.
Well, it's only 7 damage. Non-lethal.
The dog is knocked out.
Alright. Are there any more dogs that I can get to at the moment?
How many more? That should be all of your actions, or do you have more?
I have a bonus action attack.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Barbarians,
So this one's out. So there's one here, but I would not say it's too.
Far to run to.
Yeah, you can probably get about halfway
And
there.
is there one inside?
There's one in the pen, and there's one behind it.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? Wait a minute, let me read Rage for a second. Okay, the one that's right up on, what's your name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer. The one right up on Sawyer. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey Tom, duck!" and then I throw a pineapple at it.
All right, I need you to roll to hit, but I'm gonna up the armor class only because there's a bunch of sheep and it's you have to do over a pen.
By the way, instead of hand axes, I have pineapples. Just letting everybody.
Just for
For flavor.
Because why not?
Literally.
I'm still reckless attacking. Well, no, that's only the first attack. Okay. 19 unmodified.
Dang, have it. Keep
Dang,
rolling. I need
dang.
those dice. It hits. Roll for damage.
10. Non-lethal damage.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
Hit it with.
Level 5s. I'm used to level 3s. Alright, so you take that pineapple and you
just
whip it,
whip
and
it.
it literally, it hits the dog square on the head, and he goes, "Rah!" And it looks around, it's like, where the fuck did that pineapple come from?
It wasn't me.
Hey Tom, pick up that pineapple. That's my pineapple.
And that will be the end of your turn. Alright, Taylor, it's your turn, darling.
I'm gonna throw an axe at the other dog.
Which one?
The last one. Wait, are there
This
still
one?
2 alive?
There's one in the
There's
bed.
still two.
Oh
One in the
my
pin,
God.
one on the outside.
One in the pen,
I'm
two in the
gonna
bush.
run up to that one on the outside that doesn't have a
Reminds me of
jump.
something else.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit
And now so that used all of your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
hit it with my pike.
Pike, okay, roll 2 that thing hit.
Okay. 15.
That hits. So pretty.
And then 1 damage.
You do 1 damage.
But then I'm gonna do it again.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And then I get a 12 to hit.
Just hits.
Yeah. And then I do 6 damage.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Alright, and do you have a bonus action?
Not that I want to
use?
take advantage of.
Alrighty, and that will be the end of your turn. Ariel, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the sheep that's hurting my friend,
Okay.
and I pull out my great axe, and I bonus action rage.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so you rage.
I rage. I always wanted to say that and do it, you guys.
Wait, can we talk about your character for 2 seconds?
What?
You have a rock gnome whose personality is like the sweetest, most innocent thing who happens
she's
to
just like,
get
Kitty from Lego
Yeah.
very enraged.
But also seducing.
Why don't you like friendship?
I just want to talk about that for a second. Okay, continue. So you rage.
I do. I rage. And then rage at 1 minute. So I've never done rage.
You deal 2 extra damage.
So it's just
You take half damage.
Okay. So I just rolled an attack.
Also,
like
you
normal.
have to attack or take damage. Or
Okay.
rage ends.
Then I'm going to. Why is everything? This is stupid. 17.
This is stupid as I hit.
So that with my great axe. So that's where is that? There, D12 minus 3. So technically would be -1 now,
Yes.
which is a 0 because I rolled a 1.
Actually, 0 damage.
So you go with your great axe and you go to swipe to hit him on the head, but you kind of miss. And you hit the dog, but you hit him on the ear, and so it's kind of like flips. And so they're like, the ear just kind of wags, and after you hit
Let him
him,
flop. Don't crop. Let
Extra
him flop.
attack.
Alrighty.
Sweet baby.
12.
just hits. They don't have armor, they're massive.
So that's gonna be 4 damage.
4 damage, already.
You really have to rage to be able to do damage.
I literally have to.
Because you have negatives on things.
And then I'm going
The rock
to.
gnome followed the path of the berserker.
She just has a short temper.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, so that'll be the end of your
Both
turn.
berserkers?
Matt, it is your turn.
Wait, are you a
Okay, so
berserker?
similar to the
Berserker,
shift
yeah.
between me and the dog,
Berserkers,
if I
hell
move
yeah.
away, it doesn't do it doesn't have an attack of opportunity, does it?
No, because there's like to say the sheep puts about 5 feet between you, and you're not engaged with it.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
back
I would
up.
say no.
He has a
Back
wall
about
of wool
10 feet.
between him. A wool.
Actually, no. I'm actually going to do something interesting. I'm going to jump over the sheep and try to attack the dog.
Okay, so first I need an athletics check just to see if you can jump over it.
Chloe
Wait, what is
flying.
your race?
Please do.
I'm a tiefling.
Okay, so I just need an athletics or acrobatics, whichever you want.
14.
Then you are able to successfully jump over the
He
sheep.
vaults it.
And you go to attack.
17
That is. Y'all are rolling too good tonight.
for
Max damage.
8 piercing damage.
Alright, so out of all of the dogs, you are the first one to kill a dog.
No!
So you come and you vault over that sheep and you bring your weapon down and it literally just cuts his head off. And now the sheep that was in between you is now it's no longer a white sheep. It is spattered in red blood, and you now have pinkish red wool.
Monster.
We have different colors.
Yeah, the title of this episode is Matt Kills a Dog.
In cold blood.
And I'm just gonna like get ready to get some of the now tinted
Wool?
wool.
Okay, alrighty. I was at end your turn, so you can't do that yet, but
Yeah.
yes. All right, now it is this one's turn, and it is going to turn and attack you, Taylor.
Good. I hope it does.
Oh, friggin'
Good dog.
For
Do your job.
does 9
He's trained
hit?
so well. What?
Does 9 hit?
No.
All right, so it goes to attack you. It misses. So what it's going to do is it's going to turn, see what's happening inside, and it's going to try
Yeah. 'cause
and
I'm
jump over. It again fails jumping over.
This dog.
This is the dirt.
This is
the
the fucking runt of the litter.
It's like,
This is Moo.
His eyes go in
He
like
forgot
2 different
the dog.
directions.
So
He's
he-
like, Ma!
you see, he's gonna draw outside. He goes just like
Moo.
jumps and goes to go over the gate to save his best friend, his pal, Timber.
Oh, why you gotta put it
and
like
just
that?
his forehead just hits the middle of the and
God
then,
damn it, Moon.
and then kind of just like flops there with his tongue wagging aside. And that's the end of his turn. Alright, Thomas, it's your turn.
Alright, in my barbarian rage, I'm going to run up to Moo Moo.
Moon.
Moo moo.
Alright, you're gonna run up. Wait, where are
I'm
you
gonna run
at?
up.
Are you inside?
I'm the green one.
Okay, so you run up.
And then as I run up, I will dismiss my barbarian rage. And I'm just going to be like, it's okay, bud.
You're gonna pick him
I'm
up?
going to pick him up.
Alright, I need a strength check. He is knocked prone because he hit his head and fell again.
Shit, I dismissed my rage.
And you got advantage on strength.
Oh, I have advantage also.
No, if you.
Oh, I don't have
No,
advantage.
not anymore.
Dismissed
Because you
it.
dismissed 3.
Oh, that was a...
Dumb decision.
That was an 8, okay? It was a natural 2. 8.
That's pretty good considering you go to pick him up and you're able to pick up like the head, but the body
Yeah.
still just laying
And I'm
there.
just gonna play with the gels and just be like, it's okay, bud. It's alright. Animal handling.
I handle him check.
I have advantage on that shit. Fuck. Alright,
Ah, shit.
10?
The dog doesn't seem to be immediately like biting your hand off, but he still is growling a little bit.
No, it's okay, bud. It's okay.
And I will say that ends your turn.
People die every day. It's okay, bud. It's okay. I'm just gonna try and restrain this dog and pet him.
Okay, alright, Taylor, it is your turn.
I want to kill the dog he's holding.
Okay, so roll to attack! And you have advantage because he's knocked prone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
20.
Unnatural?
No.
Dirty
yes.
20.
Unnatural.
Unnatural, okay.
Yeah.
Dirty.
That hits.
It's a dirty.
Good.
That's a dirty 20 right there.
8.
Okay,
8
Josh.
damage.
8 damage, alright.
I want to cut its head off so he's left holding the head.
Oh my god!
And, you go to hit and like
thought I
part
was
of
the
the
evil
neck
one.
kind of gets cut in, but not all the way through yet. He's like barely hanging on.
This is my ex-girlfriend all over again.
You wanna do any more do you have any more attacks?
Yes, I do. I want to do it again.
You have advantage.
The dog's fucking dead!
I think we're gonna have to
17.
issue an apology to the SPCA after this
PETA?
particular. No, fuck PETA.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you,
SPCA.
PETA.
6 damage.
We're taking a stance.
Oh, I have made
How
that
about you? How much
stance
did
well
you
known.
say?
6.
Oh god. You take that weapon and you bring it down and it cuts right through his neck and now Thomas's character is just holding the head of a dog and the eyes are cross-eyed and it's going and
I
freezes.
slowly shut its eyes.
I look over. Well, that got dark really quickly, and I
Jesus
turn around
Christ.
and I
Yeah,
Finish doing the little
yeah.
My
stealth
God.
check for, I mean, a sliding hand
I'll do
check.
the same thing because I wouldn't know how much we have, so I'll do the same.
This one was dumb. I mean, the other ones, they were vicious. This
Yes.
one was just dumb.
But we're making it
Yes.
easier for the
Alright,
next
so now
ones.
you have 3 things of wool
I have
and
What the-
2, and you have
This one was dumb.
Alright,
I wanted to
and
take
we are
it with
out of
me.
initiative now.
In the ass family.
I got more roll! Me
too!
One of mine's pink!
Mine too!
Man, what is with girls and not liking dogs? They're always like cats more.
What happened to the dog?
In the ass family. We like to make things easier in the long run.
I'm going to start
cards
digging
told
a
me
doggy
this would
grave
happen.
with my hands.
What are you doing?
I'm digging a grave for the damn pooch.
Which end?
What do you mean, which end?
Which part of
Yes.
the pooch?
Both parts.
Is that good?
No, you don't bury a head here and a body there.
Well, you could keep the
Yes.
head as a memory.
I
Good.
would.
I needed
No.
to,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my god.
I just kind
Alright.
of sit beside the sheep and just kind of do my cards.
This is a dog.
Alright, and as you have finished getting
Hey,
your
Tom!
sheets full,
Grab my pineapple while you're over there.
your crown, Sawyer, flashes twice, and then there's a beam pointed in the direction that you came.
Hey guys, I got another beam!
Let's
and
follow
I'm gonna
the
look around.
Can we properly bury these innocent dogs?
You want your pineapple, don't you?
Give me my damn pineapple, or I'm going to wring your damn neck.
I see the pineapple.
Yeah, do we see a pineapple?
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna throw it at him.
Never gets bruised.
I need you to do
I just wanna.
I need you to do an attack roll, and I need you to do an athletics roll.
Yeah.
Shit.
21.
No, it hits me.
So you see this little tiny Sawyer tiefling. He's looking at his cards. You're young. He's in the middle. He's intense. He's looking at his cards, and you go, "Give me my damn pineapple!" And he just grabs it, looks at you, and chucks it and hits you right in the face. Can you please? Do you want me to roll for damage, or do you want to roll for damage?
I'll do it.
Okay.
It's
a
1d6.
Yeah, 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
4.
You take 4 points of damage.
You take 4 points of pineapple damage.
Whacks you in the face. And the light from your crown is still pointing in the direction.
I just have like a fucking bruise on my forehead.
It's like
I'm
a
just
half
well,
oval.
no, it's like the pineapple like hits and sticks there, and then just like blood.
There's like one prick.
Now I'm furious.
I see this and I want to walk over him. I can help you, and I'll put my hands
Don't touch
on
me.
his cheeks for like a really awkward 30 seconds, and then I remove my hands and I'm like, "Don't you feel better?"
There's like some skin on it.
You look calmer.
I put it in my pineapple holster.
I think they call that seduction.
That's the power of seduction.
Yeah.
I finish with my cards. I stand up. Hey
I'm
guys,
just-
we should follow the light!
I'm gonna start walking.
So you all start to head towards the light, and you
Oh, I
notice.
have one level of exhaustion, by the way.
Oh, because you did frenzy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And do you know how that affects you and everything?
I just have disadvantage on something. Or, what is it? I have disadvantage on strength
ability
checks.
checks. I
Ability.
I think it's just like strength checks. I'm not sure.
Ooh, I know something that could tell us.
Oh, hold on. Do I have it on here?
Probably.
Not on that one. It'd be on E5
Oh, gotcha.
or 5E.
All right. So you start to walk, and you notice from the map
Disadvantage on ability checks. Okay, yeah. Just
all ability checks.
Yep.
Oh.
Things I have advantage on, they just even out.
Oh, okay,
there it
gotcha.
is. I was like, where are you seeing that? I know it's on here.
It's on the bottom next to the purple worm.
So you start to
Show
follow
you my
the beam,
purple
and you notice the beam is following the same kind of path as the map. And so you start to walk, and as you're walking, there's a slight mist in the air. It's starting to rain just a little bit, but not heavy rain, just a little bit, so it's a little bit on your cheeks. And you start walking through the forest. It's still the same, like tall pine trees. There's a nice little path. Some squirrels come by. There's some mushrooms and flowers. And you walk for about 30 minutes to an hour, and you reach, you have a break through the forest, and you have exited the forest, and there's this gigantic field of flowers. But there's all kinds of different types and colors and variations. And you see, as soon as you walk out, so there's a nice white picket fence around all of the flowers.
And more dogs
And there
for
is
the killing.
a little booth. Like it's like a little shack booth. And you see that there is a figure sitting inside the booth.
And so the bloke comes back to me, right? And he's missing an arm. And I told him, I told you about the damn tassels. He done got it caught in something, ripped his damn arm off. Right on.
What?
Yep, told you, tassels. Not practical.
Well, I mean, I would wear we
Capes are
went
better
out.
than tassels, I think.
Can we talk about anything
Yeah.
besides tassels?
Look, I'm just saying, I'm
Fringes.
vehemently against tassels.
I'm gonna put my coat on.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go up to the booth.
I will follow.
All right, so you go up to the booth and you see this very a very pale elven woman. She has long blonde hair that goes almost to her feet. It's straight. She has light blue eyes. She has very fair features. She's in a very long, silky, golden white dress, and she's just kind of moving back and forth. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
We're good. We're here looking for flowers.
We need to make some dye.
Oh, I love flowers. I'm in charge of this field of flowers. There's so many pretty sunflowers and oh my goodness, do you see? And she points up in the corner, and after there's been a light mist, and you can see a slight rainbow, and the end of it seems to kind of come towards the flowers, and you see that it flashes. Different flowers flash in color, almost like they are soaking up the colors of the rainbow.
Ooh. I want some of those flowers. Those are pretty.
Are you here on your mission?
Yeah.
I hold up the map and I point. Like I don't know where I'm pointing, but I think I'm
Oh,
pointing.
we're on the map. That's so cool. So here's
And this told me to come here with the laser beamy thingy.
And I will say that right as you entered the field, it did the same. It flashed twice and then went off. Oh my goodness. So first let me tell you the instructions, and then you can find, you have to choose 3 different colors on your garment. So 3 different flowers. Now, the test is that not all of these flowers can dye your clothing. Some of it even has bad effects. Some of the side effects include nausea, itching, rash, diarrhea, death, and in some cases a stroke.
Wait, did you?
Hey Chris, if you're
Wait a
watching,
minute.
someone
So-
may shit themselves.
Okay, look. You
Did
just
you say death?
you listed death before a stroke. That's like death is like the worst thing you could have.
I'm just supposed to list the stuff, but it's okay. If you die by a flower, I think that's a very
What
good
one?
death.
Wait. Okay, can you tell us which ones won't kill us?
That's part of the test. So first you have to look
Part of the test is that we're gonna die.
possibly,
But you get to die wearing a pretty hat.
exactly.
My hat says fly butts.
That's so cool. I've never seen a hat that said fly butts before. Anyways, so those are the possible side effects. So you must first choose 3 different colors, and then you have to check to see whether or not they are dye flowers or flowers that make you die.
How do
And
we check for that?
I guess you just have to look really closely.
I'm gonna sit down on the ground and do my cards.
Ooh, I like to play slapjacks.
I'm going to enter the field of flowers.
I'm gonna take my empty water skin and kind of like breathe into it as like a.
And she does. Oh, 1 moment before you enter, because there's like a little like white picket gate. She goes to the back and there's a bunch of different glass things on the shelf. So she grabs 3 vials. Here you go. And there's a little bit of liquid inside. Put the flowers that you choose in here. And remember, you only get 1 choice to choose, right? I hope you have a fantastic time. And then she snaps her fingers, and the little gate goes.
Wait, so we each choose once?
We each choose 1 flower. We each.
I mean, you can only put 1, like, as in you can only put 1 flower in the jar, and that will make the dye.
And we get 1 chance to choose a combination.
All right, so I'm going to tell you like the logistics of this. That way you know. So you have to choose 3 colors. So 3 different colored flowers. You can choose whatever you want. And you have to do an investigation to find whatever you're looking for, and pass the investigation. You have to pass 2 out of 3 for 1 flower. Does that make sense? And then once you've found your flower, you have to do a survival check to see if you can tell whether or not it is poisonous or it has some adverse effect, or whether it's an actual flower that will give you dye.
Okay.
Alrighty? This is kind of like a skills test.
Given that I am a ranger,
And he's exhausted.
Yep, and well, that's why some of the hats I gave you had those advantages, because if you remember, some of them have advantage on investigation, some on survival, and such forth.
I'm a
seduction.
ranger.
Okay.
Would I be familiar with any of the flowers that I see?
Ooh, that's true. I would say there's a lot of flowers that you are not familiar with. Some you are. So I will just say when it comes to when it comes to the survival checks, you get a +2.
Okay.
I think that's because
That'll work.
because advantage is too much, but I'd say a +2.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's a logical thing. And
See?
it makes,
I logic
but no, it's true though because you are a ranger.
Lawyered.
Lawyered.
See? As long as you logical it out. All right. So, what is the first flower color you decide for your garment?
I think we should match pink since we already have pink.
You know, I was actually thinking like more of a salmon color. You know, like
What if we
That's
did
still
Hawaiian like your shirt?
that's what I'm thinking. You know,
Yeah.
it's the middle of summer. You know, and you know.
I like it.
We could make a Hawaiian shirt for the fashion gods.
Do you think the fashion gods would
Yeah.
like a Hawaiian? I don't know their style.
It's really breezy. You know, really breezy.
It's
lot
both
of
fashionable
air. You know, a
and
lot of airflow.
practical.
Like look, watch this. If I stand against the wind.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy some wind.
Yeah, look at that. You see?
Okay, yeah.
I
Doesn't
can
look
see
good.
that.
It looks like I'm having a really good time at the beach, doesn't it?
It
does.
It does.
Yeah, you know, and honestly, really good for escaping sharks at the beach as well.
Really?
You know? Yes, you know, the garments, they can be discarded easily, so they're also practical. You know.
Yes,
Gonna be
my
practical.
great-great-great-grandfather, Likias, he actually only wore Hawaiian shirts,
Yeah, I've heard of him.
and he raved about them. So,
Went to literal raves.
I'm sorry. Time out from the stream.
Is he related to Leaky Bum?
Did you just say leaky ass? That was.
I'm a little dead now.
I
Give me a
am.
minute.
We killed
Can you
Thomas.
take a 5-minute break?
We killed Thomas.
Are you okay, Thomas?
Yeah.
The leaky ass time. It did shit every time.
Oh my god.
Okay. So who?
Flowers.
So I'm gonna go and start looking for a pink flower that kind of matches his Hawaiian shirt.
You guys have
Okay.
an idea. What if we try to find? Okay, so you know how she said that some flowers could kill us?
I remember.
Remember that whole thing?
Yes.
What
Hard to
if?
forget.
What if we went against the odds and we chose a black flower? Because you would think black flowers would kill you, but maybe it's the pretty flowers that would kill you. Like it's like reverse psychology.
Ooh.
I don't care. As long as you
That could
pick
be
it.
the inside of the flower on the shirt. I like
Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna get 3 different dyes.
So you're looking
what
for
I
a pink?
suggest is instead of go for a pink, we go for a red and a white. That way we can kind of temper the colors and get right,
But
just
we
the right
already
shade that
have
we want.
pink
But we
from
can only
the
get like
blood.
one.
No, we get 3 colors.
But
Right?
we
Well,
already
it-
have pink from the
Well, you
blood.
already
You
your
can't put
wool.
multiple in the same.
But we
Yeah.
already
When you
have
create your
pink.
garment, you can mess with it as
That's
you
what
wish.
I'm saying.
But we already have pink from the blood-stained wool.
That's right.
So what 3 colors are you looking for?
What about green for leaves?
I mean, green is not a bad idea. It goes really well with
Or
pink.
teal. More tropical.
I say we go. Oh yeah, pink, teal,
with
and a
teal.
nice daffodil color.
I like
That would
one.
pop. That would
Yeah.
pop.
I like it. Let's do that.
So you're looking for a green. Well, you already have the pink from the wool.
Right,
So
so
you're looking
green.
for green, teal, and daffodil.
Yes.
All right. So which one do you want to look for first?
I'll look for the green one.
All right.
I'll go after the teal.
All right.
I'll look after Daffodil.
All right. So I need
take
investigation
investigation
checks from all of you.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
guys.
you're right.
Alright, who's ready to die? Investigation.
Okay.
And I
wait
will
a minute.
say that the DC is high because it is literally like there are 50 million different colors.
Do you want to
of
help one of
flowers.
us?
Yeah, I'll give him
Help me.
I'll help him.
I'm exhausted.
Wait a minute. Who has an advantage on investigation?
I have advantage wisdom.
Wait, let me see.
Oh, that's against magic.
I got a 21.
I have advantage on sleight of hand.
21. Oh, okay. You are
don't
able
have-
to. First try to.
It's
You are able to
investigation.
find your. You said green.
Green.
You are able to find, since you rolled so high, 2 different types of green. One of them is about this color green.
Okay.
This color green. And the other one is a very similar shade, but when the light hits it, it kind of goes from a deeper green to a lighter green. Almost like the broom over there. How it's the 2 tones.
Incredible.
Nobody on the stream can see the broom. There's a
There's a broom.
It's a Swiffer.
Oh, it's a Swiffer.
this
It's
broom.
a swift.
It's a Swiffer.
I rolled a natural 1.
You were looking for the daffodil? You are, so you fail your first one. So you are looking around and you kind of get, you get a little lost and you're just like, there's so many flowers and you're a little bit harried. So you're still looking. You kind of get lost in all the flowers. And what did you roll, Thomas, for the teal?
17.
17. All right. You are able to successfully find 1 flower that's teal.
Do I have to roll
A
again?
tropical variation of
Yes,
it.
you have to roll again.
I'm going to examine both of the flowers to see if I can determine if one of them is going to kill us or both of them are
That is
safe.
not.
Okay, gotcha. That'd be a survival check. I believe
There's
someone
gotta be
has
so
advantage
many
in
like
survival.
dings and dents in here.
I know. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You are able to find 1 flower. Well, you're able to find 2. One is a lightish yellow and one is a bit darker yellow.
Go for the lighter one.
Am I doing a separate one for each flower?
Yes, you have to do a separate one for
Okay,
each.
so the first one is a 5.
Okay.
I'm not going to use it. Oh, that's better. 19 for the second.
There are.
Okay, so for the first one, you're not exactly sure if it's. Did you remember to add your +2?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not exactly sure. It just kind of looks like a normal flower, but it could be either way. The other one, the kind of glittery one, you do know that it has special properties, but it's not a bad thing. You do know that whenever it's used in a dye, it will give the material almost like a glittery sheen to it.
Okay, so I throw the not shiny flower down and I take the pretty shiny flower
Okay, you take the pretty shiny flower.
and I put it into
The thing. All right, so you
Matt
take
is
it, you
like
put it
3
into the
years
tube,
ago.
and you kind of shake it around, and the flower dissolves, and you now have this beautiful liquid that has
It
it
looks
has
like-
different
it
swirls
looks like
of green,
Hypnotic,
both dark
that
and
fucking
light,
liquor
and there's
Yeah,
yeah, to it.
Is it? That's how you say it? I put way too much effort.
glittery.
Good
And it's safe.
job.
It's not going
It's
to
a
kill
safe
us.
one? Oh, okay.
It's probably
Okay, so you rolled your second one, so you have those two flowers.
Yeah, I'm going to do the lighter one.
The lighter one, you have to do a survival check to see if it's good or bad.
Have I finished by this point and can go up and help her, or
I will
rock
say
gnome.
she's doing it at the same time, so not yet.
So question DM.
Yeah.
I am a rock gnome. Obviously, I would know about the earth and flowers.
You know about the earth, but not technically flowers, because if you're a rock gnome, you live in caverns.
You're not a flower gnome.
Yeah, if you were a forest gnome, maybe.
you are not David the Gnome.
But you do not have
Damn it.
you don't have
Okay,
advantage. But good try.
We're gonna die.
10?
A 10. Okay. From what you can tell, this flower is it's it's actually an actual daffodil, which you know to be harmless.
Oh.
Okay, do I take it over? Do I have to put it in the same pot?
Different
No,
vibe.
different vibe.
Oh, we do get a different vial.
Yeah.
We have the 3 vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have it. Okay. So I'll take it and I'll put it in there.
What was the other one?
Dark yellow.
Like an ochre.
Like a oak.
Did you check that one
gross.
No, I threw it away.
Yeah, ochre is
Oh.
so
I
No,
know
we want light, happy, bright
Light,
colors.
happy.
true.
too? Yeah, I got glitter, guys.
I got the daffodil.
Do you put it in the
Yeah.
thingy? All right, so you put it in there, and it's a nice kind of light yellow, one that pairs really well with gingham, like the yellow in the gingham, that kind of yellow. Does that make sense?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Obviously, someone grew up in the
It's like the
closet
IKEA
Straight
yellow
down at the
section.
table.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Matt?
No, like
Yes.
Thank you.
straight up, like in real life, I don't fuck. You said gingham, and I was like that fucking Korean song.
Dorothy wears a gingham dress in Wizard of Oz. It's the black.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the blue and white checkers.
It's like,
Oh, okay.
it's like
small
checkered
check
on
pattern.
acid.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you did for teal.
Teal.
Did you find one? Or survival to see what's good or not?
Survival. That's a 21.
All right. You were able. Did I say you found one flower? Yeah, you found just one. This is a light blue. And it's because of your special skills that this type of flower
The wallabies used to eat it.
it's a combination of it's called what's a skywind flower. And you know that when turned into a dye, it has some sort of special property, but you're not exactly sure what it is.
Not poisonous though.
No, not poisonous. It's not harmless. It is a bit unpredictable.
Let's try it.
Very avant.
Could be fun for the gods.
That's true.
So you put it into the vial, and you kind of you don't even have to shake it up. They had to shake theirs up kind of to get it to. You put yours in, and immediately it starts to make a little miniature tornado and starts to spin a little bit, and like kind of turns itself, like shakes itself, and then it kind of settles, but there's still a slight small whirlpool in the glass.
I
Oh, that's so cool.
love it.
Maybe it will help with the breathability.
Oh yeah, it's gonna definitely help with the breeziness.
All right, so in total, so you have your wool, the white wool, and some pink wool. You have
was
sparkly
it?
green
You get to go get cactus.
dye.
Cactus.
You have skywind teal
Yeah.
dye, and you have plain yellow daffodil
and
colored
some
dye.
wool that is bathed in the blood of innocent
All right,
dogs.
so as you get those three items and you
It's going
shake,
to the gods. There has to be a sacrifice.
That's true.
That's a
You don't
that
know?
is a not that's a stereotype.
so as you get the final third item of the teal, it takes you a little bit to find it to put it in there, but as you put the last one in there and pop the cork on, your the crown flashes, and then there's a beam pointing towards the other end.
You guys, I got another beam!
Yeah, I saw the damn
Let's
thing.
go to the
It's not that
cactus.
hard to see, mate. You don't have to yell every time. I got a headache. Oh god.
Why do you have a headache?
Because one, you're yelling at me all the time. Two, I kind of went a little overboard fighting the doggies there. And, I feel for them, There's the innocent little doggies who are just doing their dog jobs, and then these two sociopaths come over here.
Well,
Hey!
I mean, they were trying to kill you.
We were
You don't know that!
They bit you!
They did bite you.
Look, just because a dog bites doesn't mean it's trying to kill. Sometimes they're scared. That was perfectly fucking All right. Let's forget about the dogs. I got another story about tassels that you guys are gonna love.
Oh my.
So you start to travel. He continues to tell his tassel stories. I love that, by the way. And so you continue to walk. You go past the fields, and you go. So there was the little shack. There was the gate you walk through. So instead of going back, you continue down the field. There's another little gate and a similar shack. And as you're walking, you hear a little. I hope you guys had a great time, and please remember to recommend us, and for any side effects caused by our dyes, we have a non-disclosure agreement, so please do not sue us. And it looks to be the exact same person that you met before with the long blonde hair, but on the opposite side. And you continue to walk for about 30 minutes, and it's slowly starting to get, there's no more trees, it's slowly starting to get a bit more bare. It's getting really, really hot. It's right at the peak of noon, and there's a lot of sand, and you kind of are starting to get a little hot, sweaty, a little bit thirsty, and you kind of see off in the distance fields of just tumbleweeds coming by and rolling, and sand dunes, and you see kind of at the corner, and you're not sure if it's real or if it's a mirage possibly, what looks to be a cactus.
Let's go to the cactus.
So,
I take off.
the Wallaby has this gnome in a full Nelson, alright?
gnome?
And yeah, but craziest thing, screw me for thinking that they weren't functional, but the gnome does a little spin move, takes a tassel, and piano wires the fucker. It was great.
And
And
you
you know,
said
really prove me wrong. You know,
That's a good use for a
yeah,
tag.
you know,
you
you
said
could,
they weren't functional.
you know, and that little gnome proved me wrong. Oh yeah, we were doing a cactus thing. I just get really passionate when I'm talking about tassels.
So you start to approach. You're walking. Are you going towards the cactus?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's only one. You only
Yay.
see one cactus.
I'm
So
happy.
you start to approach. It's kind of at the top apex of the hill, and as you get to the sand dune, and as you get to kind of the bottom of the sand dune, for a moment there is shadow across the sun, and you all kind of look up because it's just sun. It's been baking on you for a good 30 minutes, and you
I'm used
see
to it.
up. You look up to where the sun was, and you just see a shadow of a massive dragon.
Shit.
I want
Start-
to grab the cactus and run. I mean the needle, not like a whole cactus, just a needle.
The dragon reaches you and lands right in front of you before you're able to get to it. And you see on top of the dragon is this darkly tanned, has about shoulder-length brown hair pulled into a ponytail, has no shirt on but like a brown vest, has loose kind of breeches and riding boots, cowboy boots with spurs on the end of them. And he kind of, the dragon sits down and he kind of gets off and he looks at all of you and he kind of catches your eye.
And I kind of elbow her a little bit. You're up. Use your hat. Use your hat.
Well, howdy,
I'm at a
ma'am.
loss. I don't know what to do. They've got a fucking dragon.
What are y'all doing in these here parts?
I
Well,
hold up the
well.
map and go.
We are on the mission. Have you not seen our hats?
Wee wee.
Well, I've never heard of a person with your kind of accents in these parts. Where
Well,
are you from? Missy?
Well, you know, very far away. You would not understand the royalty I come from.
Oh, you is of the royal lineage.
Yeah.
We came from the city.
Oh, is that where the crown they're from? Are you related to the prince or something?
He's my compatriot. Yes. He works
Compatriot,
for
does that
me.
mean boyfriend?
No, I help. He helps me in the castle.
Like
And I
She's
start to look a
single.
little
butler.
sad.
Butler.
But the highest help that could ever be.
She's been
paid.
so lonely. in
She's
her
very,
life.
very
well.
single.
She's so single.
Well, what can I help you with, madam?
Well, I don't hope it's too much trouble for you. I should say.
Oh, I'm very strong.
We need to get 3 needles for our journey. We're going to make the finest clothing. I need a special dress made for such occasion, and I need these needles.
From the cactus.
So,
Yes.
so
Now this-
at this point, I'm gonna stealth.
So am I.
You're gonna try to stealth around the dragon.
Yeah.
Roll for stealth.
All right. Sweet.
I have a -1 on my stuff.
I lied
This is
to
gonna
myself.
be
This is
amazing.
gonna be great. I don't want that.
I'm scared.
7.
13.
Obviously, I get around the dragon, right?
You try to get around the dragon.
Do I see
but-
that? Do I see them try to do that?
I mean, perception check.
Okay. Oh, and I get advantage right now. Wait.
Oh, bonsoir.
Oh.
Wait a
Oui.
minute.
That's a 14.
You are able to see them.
You see our dumbasses.
Are y'all going
We're like
on off?
creeping.
So you're trying to creep around the sand dune, and the dragon just like reaches out its tail and like wraps and curls around you. And the cowboy-looking dude goes, "Hey, y'all trying to sneak and get my family's prized cactus?"
Oh!
We're making sure they're no tassels.
No, when
Tassels are bad, right?
I was trying to really. I was more trying to see what kind of saddle you had on your fine reptilian friend here. I'm very about function when it
All right,
comes to
he's gonna
animal.
insight check you. Since you both have done it, you can get advantage on it because you're both talking at your asses.
Is it deception?
You're lying, so yeah.
19.
Do you want to know what his number is?
18.
It's 18. Well, I mean,
Oh, sir, I very
Now-
much
now-
apologize. apologize for my compatriots.
I understand you want, and I do have a fine rig myself.
Now, if you
sure
wouldn't
you
mind,
do, sir.
could we get a closer look? I really like to see what kind of setup you have, and
Now-
maybe give a couple of ideas about maybe
first the
the
lady
addition or
was-
subtraction of some tassels.
Hey!
The
Excuse
lady
me, sir.
is talking, sir. Yes, milady.
Thank you.
So you were talking about needing my family's prize and cactus.
I
needles?
do. I hate to be such a bother to you. I'm sure you have such a lovely family. But see, the thing is, I really need 3 of your needles. I shall pay.
Persuasion check, please. With advantage. Seduction. More. With advantage.
Double 11.
That's a 1 in 400 chance.
So that is a 13.
Look at you.
Just
knowing
barely,
numbers,
because
hoity-toity.
he likes you guys, and he's like, you know what? I think I could find a way to part with only 3 needles.
I apologize.
Let me
All
check
that
my
we need.
notes. Let me check my notes.
He's like, you look like a condom. Sure.
Well, because you guys said beforehand
And I
that you
ain't
took
trying
off
to get
the boat.
nobody pregnant.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 3.
Very well. I will allow the lady, and she can choose one compatriot to go and retrieve 3 needles, but be very careful. One wrong move, and it can be very lethal.
I can go with you.
Absolutely.
I
Would
got
you
a
mind?
hat.
You two, why don't you
Oh yeah.
admire?
Your hat helps you, doesn't it?
Why don't you two stay here and observe the dragon? If you, they
So-
don't see dragons where
So,
you
mate,
come all the time.
where you hail from?
What does the dragon look like?
Okay.
What color is it?
It is a red dragon.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, how did you come to procure such a fine steed?
Oh, well, actually, it's been in my family. We help with the raising of dragons.
Oh wow, that's super interesting. Now, I have a question for you. Do you folks have pineapple hosters on your?
I don't rightly think so.
See, not as functional as it could be. Now, what I can do is for a minimal fee, I can install pineapple hosters on your saddle. That way, you can carry up to like 3 or 4 pineapples.
Are pineapples good in battle?
Is that even a question? Yes.
I saw him knock out 2 dogs with his pineapple.
I did assault dogs with a pineapple.
All
They
right.
didn't die.
I
No,
need
I
a
didn't-
persuasion check from you with advantage because Matt's helping you.
Nat
Good.
20.
A nat. He looks at you and goes, I can't believe I don't have any pineapple hostess myself. All right, go ahead while the ladies are up there getting the seeds. Go right ahead, please, sir.
Oh, awesome.
I pay you a pretty penny.
Yeah, I do actually. I have some extra leather straps. It'll just take me.
Oh, go right ahead,
quick
go right
second.
ahead.
I begin.
Arnold, he's going to be attaching some holster straps to you.
Good dragon, nice dragon.
All right, we're going to pause here for a second. So
Okay, I pre-rolled and it's not great.
you have 3 rolls with
Yeah.
your advantage already calculated.
yeah.
Okay, what you got?
A 4.
With advantage?
Yeah.
But the second one,
Is a nat 20, but with my added sleight of hand, 18.
But it's
I think nat
Huh?
20s are just nat 20s.
Yeah.
Just nat 20s. So you have 4, 20, and what was the other one?
420. Woo!
hey!
Okay, so
We do not condone that on
And
West
Leafs
South
get
Hilltop.
slimed.
I
Just-
got it.
all right. So
Okay,
for
yeah.
the first one, you take
I don't want to be a party pooper.
you take 4 points of
good.
poison damage. And you are not able to get that one needle. The second one, you are able to, because you're not 20, you're able to get 2 needles. It happens to be one of those ones that kind of grow together, and you
Okay,
pick
yeah.
one, you actually get the other one. And the other one, take 8 points of poison damage.
Die.
So you have 2 needles, but you still need 1 more.
I will try this time.
Okay.
Yeah, let her try.
But you don't get advantage because she has advantage because she has a hat that has
Right.
sleight of hand.
Sleight
What's
of
your
hand.
good die? Is that your good die?
Natural 1.
No!
How many hit points do you have?
On a scale
That's
of
quite a
1
few.
to what? I have 40.
Okay, then you should be good. So you take 6. If there's a modifier to it, do you double the modifier?
No.
Not the modifier.
Not the modifier.
damage.
Okay, then it's just 14 points of poisoning damage.
Damn.
Okay, I'll try again.
Alrighty.
Can I look and see if I can tell how they're doing?
Not 20.
So you were able. You have 4 needles.
That gave me extra stress. I'm gonna give one back to him.
Okay, good. Because if you take it through, that would be good. So you go back down the hill. About that time, I'll say you finished. Can you do it for what do we slide down a performance?
I don't
Probably
fucking know.
performance.
Performance, yeah. Can you performance check for me, please?
Fucking, that's a 16.
All right, I will say that it's not like the best workmanship, but you've been
I mean, it's a little, you know.
You've been able to attach some pretty nice.
It was with scrap leather, you know. I did the best I would.
I'd hold pineapples in that.
Oh yeah, definitely. You like what I did with the tassel?
Yeah,
Mr.
See,
Cowboy.
at first when this day
Yes.
started out, I thought you were very, very against.
We over-aimed
No, you see, I
and
had
got
to
extra,
progress
so
the
I'm giving him
storyline
that.
I
to
guess
see
this is
the
But
evolution of my
secondly,
character.
We
Yes,
kind
yes,
of
I-
got stabbed.
I like that you
We're
like them
very-
now, because
Yes,
In
I
our royal
I wouldn't say
lineage,
like them, but I
would
do
hate
I do
for us to
acknowledge
come
their
home
usefulness.
with
Okay.
poison damage. So do you happen to know, since this is your cactus, a remedy?
Persuasion check.
No.
It's an experience.
So 12. No, wait, hold up. Yeah, 12.
12. Well, I think I might have a slight healing ointment I can give you. And he runs over, only because this man did just some fine work on my pineapple holsters
And you enjoy
He will
it.
do one of his fine pineapple holsters.
for free in exchange for the ointment.
Oh, you got it, mate. You know.
All right. So he goes to this dragon. There's a little pouch there. He pulls it out, and he gives it to you.
Okay.
Well, he gives it to her, actually, kind of a little wink. Thank you for your generosity. You can keep that extra needle there as a token of my, as the French say, affection.
Well, I really appreciate all of your fine work, and you
Well,
keep up with it.
I don't think she knows French. I don't think anybody
I
here knows
shall
French.
make sure they hear good words about you in the kingdom.
Thank you, very, very happy of that, ma'am. And then he gets on his dragon and says, well, as the French say, sayonara. And he flies off.
I don't think that's right.
All right, so from the healing ointment, there's enough in there for like 2. So one person can use both, the other one, it's a d6 of healing. So you roll a d6, whatever it is.
You take both. You
No,
take the
no.
most damage.
No, we'll each take one.
Okay, fine.
I also am hurt.
Oh, I did 3 points.
I'm okay.
How hurt are you?
I don't care. You take the damn one.
Actually, I'm gonna also expend a hit.
Ooh,
dice
nice.
Because I don't like it.
Should we take a short rest
Yeah.
Or are we
if you need?
close?
From the map, so after you flew away, you have the needles. Your thing flashed again twice, and then it pointed forward. And you can tell from the map that where the last location is, it's probably about 20 minutes.
Oh shit. That's like really close.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just go home.
I don't need help, you know?
So we go there.
All right. So you're walking, and you get to. It's still kind of sand. It's not as hot. You can see kind of some grass is growing up, and you hear what seems to be waves going back and forth. And you start walking, and you approach the seashore. So there's 2 cliffs on either side of you that have slowly risen, and in front of you is just a long expanse of beach, and there are waves curling in, and you see this really weird, it's a long white table. There are no chairs around it. It's just kind of in the middle of the beach, and on top of it is what you are, because of where you grew up, it is a bunch of different sewing and equipment to build clothing or shoes or any such items.
Let's make the Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian shit.
You guys ready? Let's do it!
So
Let's do it.
we have 4 things of cloth between us.
That's an extra one.
Yeah, so we have the one that's dyed red, and then we can do our colors on the other 3.
Yeah, and one's glittery. Like, we
Yeah.
The colors on the other 3.
Wait, are we doing one shirt or
One shirt.
I think we
You do
have
one
to make
item.
one
One
out of
shirt.
all of these.
Yes, so we have glittery leaves.
It's like a collaborative effort.
That'd be awesome. And then we have the tornado bottle. I just spit everywhere. But the tornado bottle,
I wonder what the tornado bottle is going to do.
let's do it.
All right.
All right, so I need each of you to roll a d20, and this will be a performance check.
Good.
So I'm going to take the average of whatever you all roll, because I'm going to say you all worked together. So,
There we
Natural 20.
go.
oh, okay.
A natural one.
11.
Oh, wait, 1 second.
So
Go ahead and add
20.
your performance still.
We
So
literally
22.
evened
So
out.
22
Yeah.
plus, what do you have?
I had a 10.
I had an 11.
And
We
uh,
fucking
We're
average.
like,
like
right in the
we're like
fucking middle.
10.5.
Thank God for a
I
natural
will say
20.
Wait,
because
do you
of
get a
the-
plus on performance too?
I did 22.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
natural 20 plus
I
10.
will say because of the nat 20, I will add up, like, so you have your average, and I'm going to add so many, probably about, I will say 3.
Man, those yellows,
To what
just,
it
they
is.
really take it away.
So you end up making this Hawaiian shirt, and you notice that whenever you add the dye, the wind dye, sky wind, to the cloth, and you start to create it, the shirt kind of seems
Oh, it's
to
super
move,
flowy.
but it doesn't flap about. It just seems to, like, right at the right moments, just kind of have
Just
a
light
movement,
breezing.
almost like
Oh,
that.
that makes the glitter
Yeah.
go like.
Yes,
oh.
and it catches the light, so it's a pinkish shirt with green leaves. The flowers are yellow, and there's like a blue background, and there's yellow and pink flowers with green leaves that kind of glitter in the light. And then it has a nice, that nice background, and it kind of just seems to move. It's a nice collared Hawaiian shirt.
Oh,
What did you use to make the buttons out of?
Oh shit. I
Why don't... Oh, wait, you buried the dog head.
did bury the dog.
I will say
I have
Pineapple!
Pineapple.
Like the little husk. Like
Pineapple.
the husk apart. And
Pineapple.
Okay, so you take the husk. I want someone can choose. This will be a sleight of hand
I can do
to
it.
carve little like buttons
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever, as you will.
You have
Yeah.
advantage.
She got advantage.
That's a 1 in 400 chance.
9.
A 9. I will say that you're able to take the little husk squares and you actually make little square buttons instead of round
That's
buttons.
so cute.
And it has like a little hole in it, and you're able to polish it a little bit, so it's kind of like it looks like almost like a shiny little wood.
That's so cute.
It's a little bit rough around the edges, but it kind of works with the aesthetic of the shirt since everything else is tailored so nicely.
Square is in this year.
It is.
And
Yeah,
so
nobody
you
likes
have a
round
nice
edges.
buttoned up collared Hawaiian shirt that kind of just seems to move as it's
I
supposed
take
to.
off my shirt again. I prepare to get
It's
to
not
dawn.
yours. It's not
It's
yours.
for the gods. For the gods.
How do
But
we
it's
say
so nice.
I know. Gods.
And your little crown flashes 3 times.
Rave time.
And it kind of makes a beam, but it points at the shirt. So, say I'm wearing the shirt, and it kind of just goes back and forth about in the middle. Just makes a little line back and forth along the middle of the shirt.
I think they're looking at it.
They're studying it.
Wait,
Oh, cross your
wait,
finger.
I have these seeds.
Oh, plant them in the
What the
ground.
fuck were the seeds?
So
I'm glad you remembered.
What were the seeds?
so I go over it. Like, is the shirt like on the ground or?
What are you doing with it? Are
I'm
you
holding the shirt.
All right, so he's holding the shirt.
Maybe plant it under the shirt. Like where he's holding it, plant it underneath of that.
Okay, good. So I go
I'm
and
confused.
underneath where he's holding the shirt,
Mm-hmm.
I dig a little hole and I kind of spread the seeds through the hole and then
As he does that, I
Hey.
remember
I empty my water skin.
Okay.
I'll take out my little white powder pouch and I'll just open it and I'll just like pour it down my shirt. I was like, oh yeah, this thing.
All right, so
You gotta make sure you're not
as
fake.
you plant the seeds, from the ground, you see the sand almost start to expand, and it slowly kind of seems to be building on top of each other, and it's forming a sort of ladder that slowly goes up towards the clouds.
I think we have to climb the ladder.
We should climb it.
I'm gonna climb the ladder, I guess.
Yes.
So you all start to get on the ladder. So well, order doesn't matter. So you start to get up the top. Who's holding the shirt? You got the shirt. So you're at the top of the ladder. Then each of you follow. Once the last person steps onto the ladder starts to move upwards.
Incredible.
And you're holding on tight, and it zooms you upwards. and then you pop
This
in.
is awesome.
You pop into the clouds, and in front of you is what can be described as Mount Olympus, and it's a Grecian style. There's this huge, the pillars, it's like the temple.
I
like the
knew my
ancient
choice of
Grecian
sandals
temple.
was right for today.
And you see in front of this huge Greece-style building there's like a little podium on the side, and there is a short little man. He's kind of got bald. He's got kind of pointed features, and he has a little clipboard with little spectacles on his head, and he looks like he is stressed and he is just done with the day.
I go up to him.
Yes, can I help you?
We're here to deliver a garment for our test for our hats.
Crown, bandana, beret. Beret, that was an interesting
Beret.
choice.
Fly butt.
That's
Fly
not
butt
what
hat.
that means, but okay.
That's what that means in
That's
Aboriginal.
not what does it mean?
I don't have time for this. Safari hat. Okay, so do you have your item?
Yes, it's right here.
Hawaiian
See
shirt.
how it goes?
Really flowy.
Okay,
Great for
are
the summer
you?
heat.
All right,
Great for
it'll be
beach
you have
days.
about 10 minutes before it is your turn. The next group is already gone. Are you ready for your display of the item for the runway, and then your explanation of the garment?
Does someone have to
Yes.
model it?
Yes.
I got this.
Someone must model it, walk down the runway, and
Already
then at the
putting
end,
on the shirt.
you must, as a group, explain how you got the items, the meaning behind it, and why it
All right.
should be considered the height
I'll
of
do the
fashion.
runway.
Okay.
You all do the
Let's
explaining
do
boring
that.
part.
I like it.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, thank you.
Do you want
You're
a hug?
welcome.
Do you want a hug? You look
Do you
stressed.
need some seduction?
That's true.
Don't pay any mind.
No, please step forward. When the bell dings, you'll be ready to go inside. Thank
Okay.
you. So you see that there's like a nice little carpet. So you walk up, and there is like 2 poles, and there's like like a little rope between the pole before you get to the entrance. And you see up at the top that there's a little sign that says now serving guest 3,278.
Holy crap.
Is there a place that I can take a ticket? Or-
The little person comes running back to you and goes, "Forgot to give you your ticket.
Oh, thank you.
You're 3,289." And he walks by.
We're next.
So you sit there, you hear inside, some cheering, some light claps, and you hear ooh, and you hear a ding, 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 and then there's a silence, and then you hear a ding, 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 and the crowd goes, woo! And then there's silence.
I'm scared.
You wait for a few minutes just standing there, and then you hear the sign goes blink, blink, and goes, now serving guests 3,289. And the little gate thing it unhooks itself and hooks itself
Show
back
your
up.
You better work.
Show the abs.
You better
Work.
work.
Make the
Tens,
abs.
across the board. All right,
No.
so you step into what is almost like a little backstage area. There's sort of curtains, and you see there's someone with like a headset on, a clipboard. All right, who is going to be doing the walkway?
That'll be me.
And he kind of looks you up and down, looks at you.
It's this shirt. It goes perfect with my outfit.
Yeah.
Come
It
on.
goes with his personality.
The abs.
Look at these abs.
All right, so you're going to be, I'm going to signal you. You are going to walk down. You have to step, do a turn, walk back, and then at the back you'll come back to me and pose. Then we'll be there for judges' critiques. And are you all prepared for your...
Yes.
I'm prepared to win. I don't know if
Alrighty.
this is a competition, but we're going to win.
Alrighty, can I have some music, please?
I thaumaturgy some music.
Perfection. Hold
Wait,
on,
are we
let
gonna
me
play
find
actual?
See,
I'll find some.
Okay.
Actually, I downloaded a bunch.
Wait.
All right, which one?
Let's see.
Let me see you work, bitch.
Sorry, they grabbed some technical difficulties. I'll cue you in a moment.
Question. How often do they not like the fashion?
It's hard to say.
Often.
Fantastic.
That means all the
Often.
time.
That actually fits.
All right.
All right. It's usually chosen by the outfit of
still
choice.
rolling
It's a
ones.
mood music thing. I guess that's the mood it chose. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Work.
I do it.
All right, I need
strut.
2 performance checks.
I'm just like, I take out a fan.
All
I'm
right.
like, work.
Dirty 20.
All right, dirty 20, and what's the second one?
Fuck. That one.
I get advantage for my work.
You got it! I will say you can get advantage for that last one because I'm feeling generous.
A10.
Okay, that gives you enough. So when you do your first mark, you are bursting with confidence. As you walk down the runway to this music, you're kind of like, and you do some like, there's some audience members on the side, and you're kind of like, yeah. And your shirt just somehow seems to know exactly which way to move in the light and the camera, and it kind of almost feel like there's an ocean breeze billowing your shirt. And did you button it or leave it unbuttoned?
No, unbuttoned.
Oh, so as you're going, the abs are kind of like shining and glimmering in the spotlights, and you walk down, there are 3 judges sitting at the end of the panel. One is a very tall, darkly tanned, bald man wearing a very nice suit with kind of some crazy patterns. There's also one woman who has dark, big hair, black hair, kind of pointy nose, has a little bit of a mole. And then on the other corner, there is
Paula Abdul.
There is Paula Abdul.
She's everywhere.
There is Paula Abdul, or at least this version. So you walk to the end, you strike that pose,
I wink
and you
at Paula
go to
Abdul.
turn around, and there's a little like tassel at the end of your sandal that you kind of catch on, and you kind of stumble as you turn, but you kind of correct yourself, and you keep walking, and you kind of sashay the booty a little bit, and then you turn at the end.
Wait, the pose I just want to do the fucking
Oh, and then at the end,
flowing
so you
breeze
turn and
Titanic
go
fucking
like this, and then you back out, and there's silence as the music continues to play, and then you hear a and the crowd goes absolutely nuts. All right, you can pause the music now. And now it's silent, and the person in the headset motions to you guys. All right, it's time for the judges' critiques and your comments, and she shuffles you through a back and
Okay. Should we each take a part of the adventure?
Yeah, well, we can also each talk about our color. That
Yeah. That's true.
Alrighty, so she gets you up front. The 3 judges are sitting there. They look at all of you. Please explain the reason of your garment, how you created it, and why it should be considered the height of fashion.
So we decided that since this is for the gods, they deserve some time to relax.
So much time.
So we thought a nice garment that would help you relax.
Make you think you're at the beach. Vacation style.
So
breezy.
So we decided on
Functional.
this lovely Hawaiian shirt made from the finest wool that we found on these sheep.
On these sheep.
And we actually, the blood of the sheep as a sacrifice to you is interwoven.
It was
in
actually the blood of
beautiful-
dogs, but
Dogs, the blood of dogs.
they were guarding the sheep, so close
Because
proximity.
we knew that we wanted to show you our faithfulness to the journey, that we were willing to do anything. And there's a little tornado thing, we put it on there, and it makes the shirt flow.
It does have a natural flowiness to it.
And I found this flower that makes it glitter in the light as it flows. So it reflects the finest fashion.
And a little yellow, too.
And the most important thing is that it's great for beating the summer heat.
It is. And the buttons are made out of pineapples
Actual
that we
pineapples
use
that are right here on my pineapple
the
belt.
quest, because we think that the beach theme shouldn't only be seen, but it should be felt and smelled and understood in
Oh
the
yeah,
heart.
really, just a very subtle scent
And
of
square
pineapples.
is in.
Square is in.
Buttons that are circle? I mean, how many of those have
That's
you seen?
passe.
Squares.
Alright,
So
I
much
believe we have heard enough. The judges will deliberate. We will each give you your scores, and if it averages out to be a good number, you will have passed.
Oh, hi Paula, big fan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
The Oz family loves you.
alrighty, so I will say that you give a very persuasive argument, which will help, but it's still up to the dice.
Up to the duck.
Crap.
That was a really great shirt move you did.
Seriously, that. Although that, I go up and I kind of remove the tassel from the back of your shoe.
Never again with the tassels.
But you gave it a good
But
try.
You were.
It wasn't my 100%.
No, it's fine.
You had your
We need
abs
to
out
comment.
and they were working, and you were.
I should have brought ab oil.
But listen, when you tripped, your butt kind of jiggled.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's very
Paula
pretty.
noticed that.
She
The
saw
butt
the butt jiggle.
You really think my butt looked good?
Alright.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have deliberated. You must make a score of at least 15 to pass. These are the 3 judges' scores. Your average was a 14.66
Oh.
repeating. And according to subsection A of Rule 219, we round up.
We did it.
You have passed.
Just by the
Fuck tassels.
You have passed, and now you can consider yourselves citizens of the land of hats and fashion. Congratulations.
You know, ever since I left my home of the desert, living with the Aborigines, I was plagued with bad fashion. And you, today, made this little boy's dream come true. Thank you, Paula. And other 2 judges. I'll never forget this.
Ditto.
They just kind of look and they're
Okay, thanks.
you're welcome.
The cards told me that this would happen.
Alright, we have more people to see. Have a good day.
Okay.
You guys, you know, bless you.
And so you go to exit, they exit you out, and you take your journey back. And as you come back, you are hailed as heroes.
So
And
emotional.
that here, Hawaiian shirts are the #1 fad, and you create your own shop of Hawaiian wear.
I go back to the tavern for the Elven man.
He was actually there, and he
fell
heard,
in love.
since you became so famous with your Hawaiian fashion, you actually come to find out that he is actually a very nervous guy and hates talking to girls, but there's something about your personality that wins him over, and you end up dating for a good 2 years.
And then
Before you break up over
But
political
what's after
differences.
that? We don't know. And that is what will end tonight's session!
That was so.
Did you like it?
That was a thing. It was unique. Like
Yeah.
I've never done a
You
fashion.
never know what you're gonna get when
Annalise
does
is
it.
like, oh my gosh.
That was.
Do you
Real
want to see
outside
roll?
the box thinker there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you your roll. I'm going to take my camera.
Actually, let's point this
Oh, okay.
outwards.
Here, I'll do it in the battle map area.
I have to see what you rolled for this.
Alright, can we see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, so for this very first section here, so I really wanted you to roll the hat, to roll this jester hat, so that way you could have the hat thing. So you have the hat and the crown, and this is the mirror that gave you the ceremony and the place that you live. Then you have the fairy who gave you the map, and the beans, and it was supposed to be a piece, this was supposed to be a piece of the puzzle, and you had to collect the different pieces to create something. So your first thing was the sheep, you had to get the wool, and these were the dogs. I was like, couldn't find the cats.
Animals.
And then this is the second one where you had the vials to create the dye from the flowers, and they got the flowers from the rainbow. Then here, you got through the forest, and there was the cactus, and there was the cowboy. I did this as like spurs almost, riding the dragon. And then at the end, to go to the mountain or the gods, you had to have the key, which was the beans, part of the puzzle, and that's what Drew made the ladder for you to go up.
Sweet.
Oh man.
That's so awesome.
I loved it.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Well, thank you guys for playing, and thank you guys for watching. If there's anyone
And thank you,
watching.
Taylor, for joining us tonight
Yes.
on TV. It was
Hope you
awesome.
enjoyed it.
Trying to, and we also we want to once again thank our sponsors.
Yes.
The Ritz Theater here in beautiful downtown Winter Haven. please come out and play with us on Monday nights.
You can play this.
Yeah, you can play exactly what. Not this type of game.
Annalise
with
will
us.
run this
Yeah,
exact session.
I mean,
You can play crazy
your
things with
fashion.
Annalise.
it's always fun.
Or you can die playing at my table.
Yeah, he has a tendency to kill people.
Yeah, I have a really, I'm
So if you can survive Thomas,
Yeah,
then
I'm
you
racking
are
up
good.
I'm racking up a kill count.
Yeah. And also a big shout out to our other sponsor, the Happy Hour Podcast. With we miss you tonight.
We miss you, dude.
Miss you.
Also, Dombrowski Games and Comics.
Go out and see them on Facebook at search Happy Hour Podcast on Facebook, and you can find them on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud. I'm sure I'm missing something.
All those.
They're
All those,
everywhere.
everything.
They're literally everywhere.
We forgot earlier, and I need to say a special thank you to Galaxy Design. Galaxy Design was a local company that designed our lanyards and our pins. And Collabru is Collabru. I'm pretty sure.
Collaborate.
Collaborate. Thanks, guys.
Collaboration.
You usually see, we didn't bring it out tonight because it really wasn't needed for tonight, but we have our super awesome digital battle map that is encased in plexiglass, and
That is gorgeous.
it is gorgeous. So thank you to them for making that for us. They're new sponsors of the show, and it's really fun. I like it.
Awesome
I
sauce.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
so much.
Thanks, guys.
Also, Madness of Vesperia next week. Do we have?
Yeah, we should be back next week.